Hello, everybody. Oh man, that was a weird one. Hello. Jeez, look at me. I'm crazy already. I punched the microphone, knocked it out of place. I did a weird hand thing. I'm wearing a weird shirt. Actually, you know what, guys? I got this shirt in the mail today. H&M. It is a pure Night at the Roxbury. What is love clubbing shirt? It's a button up, but it's made of like cotton, and it's so breathable, and it's tapered down the side to show my figure. It's an amazing shirt. I don't know why I started right away talking about my shirt. I'm just really excited about it. I'm excited about this show. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Tuesday night, I was a little fucked up. I was a little fucked up doing this show on Tuesday night. I was a little drunk. I felt. Here's what happened. It was the first day my Uncle Craig's pool was open, and it's a family tradition that we go swimming in my Uncle Craig's pool. Now my sister is a big fan. If you guys don't know who my sister is, Holly Johnston, the haberdashery Instagram vintage clothing dealer, and she's been just moved out of her retail store because of COVID-19 and moved on to into selling completely out of her home studio in Hamilton. So she's been crazy busy getting that done, and now she's focusing on online sales. So she basically had one day, and it was Tuesday. I have one day to have some drinks in the afternoon and go to my Uncle Craig's pool, and I said, let's do it. Now here's the thing. I had like 6 drinks in the sun, which for me, like, I'm like 6'1", like my acting resume says I'm 6'1". I'm more like 6 foot and like a half an inch. And I weigh, like, my acting resume says I weigh 225. Right now, I'm probably closer pushing to 240. So 6 drinks for me is not a lot of drinks. But you take the sun, you take the excitement, you take the listening to the Police all day and Kokomo by the Beach Boys. You get into this kind of mindset where you just get a lot more drunk and a lot more loose. Now, when I did the show, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I can handle this. I'm a professional. I can do anything at any time. I'm a goddamn professional. And the show was great. However, when I watched it for playback the next morning on Wednesday morning, I was repeating myself. I was yawning, not out of boredom. I was yawning out of just sheer exhaustion from giving myself heat stroke and alcohol poisoning simultaneously. So there's a couple times I was trying not to yawn on the show, and I just looked like a weird eating sloth, where I would just be like, I would try not to get a full yawn out. First of all, I need to recognize my favorite man in the room right now, Andy Farag, one of my very best friends in Los Angeles, California right now, coming on the show. Luigi, you big hunk of a man, I agree with you. The flexing, I know. Nicole Todd, I am what I am, says the sweet potato to the yam. I think that's not what it is. Studley Do-Right. Oh, I get it. It's like a name, Studley Do-Right. Okay, so we're gonna get into this. First of all, I don't think it was that noticeable that I was drunk on Tuesday. Tonight, Thursday night. See, I'm not drunk. So what do I got? Thursday night. Today's Thursday. I am 100% sober, but not for long. This is one of those things. I bring usually 1 drink, sometimes 2 drinks with me on the show, and I go through them and I pace myself, but we're going to be having so many laughs and so much fun on the show tonight. It's just going to have one of those like fun party drinking vibes I can feel already. So instead of my 1 or 2 tall boys, I brought this. A 60 of Bombay Sapphire. If anyone knows me, you know my nickname is Eric Johnston. I'm now currently looking for a gin sponsorship. Bombay, get at me. I brought that. I made a little campfire site thing. This is a bowl of ice. I have a rocks glass that I've already pre-made a gin and soda. I've got 2 Schweppes. 2 Schweppes. And for a little flavor in my life, 7-Up. Now, do I intend on drinking a 60 of gin on the show? Absolutely not. But will I have more than 2 drinks? Probably. But this show's not about drinking. I mean, it's about fun. And here's the thing. We're all Canadian people. We're all Canadian talent, as they would say. Canadian talent, when it comes down to brass tacks, has a couple drinks when they're performing. And tonight will be no different. Because tonight, I'm telling you right now, will be one of the spiciest episodes of Eric Johnston Live. Muy caliente. Muy caliente is the episode tonight. Tonight is about turn-ons. Uh-oh. Oh, my God. I just realized that I'm not wearing my jewelry. I got 1 watch on, and I don't have any rings on. Hold on. This will be a funny part of the show. I got to text my mom can you bring up my jewelry or I'm not going to be able to continue the show because I can't leave my post. I think my mom's watching right now. Mom, bring my jewelry. It's it's on the end table next to the beach room couch. She's watching. She'll know. And she'll get to see. You won't get to see her because my camera's all set up. But Kathy Johnston will be upstairs very shortly with my jewelry because I'm not going to be able to perform. I've never been on stage, never been on live without my rings, and I just realized I'm not wearing them right now. So that's the problem. But that aside, jewelry aside, bejeweledness aside, tonight is a special one. Tonight is about turn-ons and turn-offs. Now, I have two very special guests. I only promoted one very special guest, but I've since picked up another very special guest who's going to round out this evening's festivities perfectly. Now, you have my perspective, straight man, metrosexual admitted. I just yelled down to my mom to please bring me my jewelry. So I'm tipping towards the other side. Now, so much so that my current girlfriend, we had to have a conversation when I talked about this on the show the other day, when we first started dating, which was only a couple weeks ago, a week or so ago. She was like, so this gay thing. Oh, here she comes. Hold on. Thanks, Mom.
I don't want to be on, but you got fucking issues.
I don't know if you guys heard that. She said, I don't want to be on, but you got fucking issues. Hold on. I was so focused on my build-up gin kit that I forgot my jewelry. So we got one. This is my new horseshoe ring. We have a garnet ring that my mom bought for my dad on his 21st birthday. I wear my father's wedding ring on my middle finger. Oh, we're missing one. I'm not going to make her come back. I'm already wearing this watch, okay? And we're going to go bracelet, okay? We're down one ring. We're without one. We're actually without two rings. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. I'm halfway there. So I have half my jewelry, which is this is probably an acceptable amount of jewelry for a TV show or a live Facebook show. So I have me, who's on this whole I'm straight, but I am a metrosexual. I have certain things that I like, and that's me. Now, our first guest and our second guest are going to come on around the same time because I figure I want everyone's perspective at the same time. Our first guest being Melissa Kelly. Melissa Kelly Boudoir. She's a very popular Hamilton boudoir photographer. She shot every attractive woman and man in Hamilton. She kills it. She's booked up usually solid years, around the clock, every day, every month of the year, doing all different types of boudoir photography. But not only is she around women and men all the time, Melissa, let's just say, is a dater. She's a dater. I've known the girl for years. I love her. She's probably the hardest working person in Hamilton next to me, of course. She is such a hustler, and she's one of my favorite people in the world. And it's funny watching her. I'm going to talk about her, then I'm going to bring her on. It's funny watching her Facebook because she's also a meme sharer. She also has one of the best senses of humor that I've on my Facebook. The memes that she shares, I kill myself laughing every day. And it's funny, she shares the more sexual ones when she's single, and then I can tell if she starts to have a boyfriend because it just becomes more about like fun times with girls, drinking wine, and I'm not sexual. It dips, and then when the sexual memes start to come back, I'm like, oh, another one bites the dust, eh, Melissa? So she is one of my favorite people and one of the most famous, infamous daters in Hamilton. She knows what she likes. Now, she's promoted this show on her Facebook, and she said that she's going to try not to mention any names this evening. So that's going to be huge because I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to get beaten up, and I don't have any money. So if you sue me, it's a waste of time. But I'm going to bring her on right now. She's one of my favorite people in Hamilton. Please welcome to the show, Melissa Kelly, everybody. Hello. Okay, she's frozen. She was laughing when she froze. Oh, that's a good sign. Melissa Kelly, I can see every fourth of you. This happens every episode, guys. Stay with me. When I bring a special guest on, their first thing, their internet just becomes overwhelmed with the fact that they're on a live Facebook show that it starts to shut down. All right, Melissa, great work. We had a great conversation when the show started, and I was like, so you're all set? You're all good? I'm just going to bring you on. Everything's going to be good. She's like, yep, got it, 100%. I can hear you perfectly. I'm like, Melissa Kelly, everyone. She's like, she's frozen again. Melissa, if you have headphones or whatever, I'm going to kick you out, and you're going to try this whole process again. So we're going to reverse the order of this this introduction. I'm going to send you the link, and you just... See, this is all technical problem. Is it a new moon? Is Mercury in Gatorade or something right now? There's a lot of problems. I can't hear you. Okay, she's gone for now. This is great. We're back. I could do a longer intro. Melissa, you can hear me. I'm freezing up too. Great. This is all awesome. It's just every time Chuck comments on that I'm having a problem on the show, I'm not, and he freaks out. It's your internet. Her mic is muted, it looks like, and she's frozen. Melissa, you can hear me probably. I'm gonna kick you from the broadcast studio. Do the process again with the enter broadcast studio like we did before, and you'll be fine. I hope. Okay, you're out of here. She's out. She'll be back. All of her friends watching right now, she will be back. But this is a great time for me to mention. If you can see me right now, and Melissa, who was just here, but in 4-point frozen Melissa, if you can see us right now, please share this stream. I've seen Nathan, fan of the show and friend of the show, has already shared it. Luigi has shared it. A bunch of other people have shared it. Dave Diedrich has shared it. A bunch of people have shared it. I can't see the whole list right now because the internet's shutting down on me. But, okay, I think we have Melissa Kelly back. I think she did it. We're gonna try it now. Melissa Kelly.
Can you hear me?
Speak.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Oh my God, she's back.
Okay.
But the only issue we're having now is I'm getting a slight echo of I can hear myself talking to you before you say it to me, back to me.
Okay, hold on. Okay, there.
Great.
Is that better?
Oh my God, Melissa Kelly, Boudoir Photographer.
Did we do it?
You did it. You make people look beautiful, but when you try to do the internet, you really show your age.
Tequila.
Did you already drink the whole tequila? We just poured that.
I was waiting. Now I'm on the water.
Okay, you're back. You're on. I'm so happy. We're running. So you settle. You think about what you've done to this show in the first couple minutes, and you sit there and you think about what you've done. But I can see that Melissa Kelly's friends are coming on. I know a lot of you, seeing you girls out. See, here's the thing. I know who all your friends are, first of all, because I just know them. But second of all, whenever you guys go out, it's just like a shot from every angle. I know what every single one of your friends looks like from every angle, because it's just like all like ching, 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 ching. Shots, girls' night, wine night, fuck it. This was before COVID, obviously, so I know what all your friends look like from every angle on the planet. So I'm gonna bring on. Well, actually, before I do this, I'm gonna remind everyone. I'll do this right away. Melissa Kelly at Melissa Kelly Boudoir on Instagram. She has an amazing account with tons of beautiful, empowering images of women from all over, not only Hamilton, Niagara, Toronto, and international. And it's one of my favorite accounts, and not even in a pervy way. It's a very powerful account. It's so good to see, especially your testimonials and stuff about how these women who, they've come from bad places or body transformations or all that stuff, and then you brought the beautiful side out of all of them, and it's just beautiful, I feel. So
thank you. It is. Thank you very much.
Everyone, please follow Melissa Kelly right now. Actually, not right now. You're watching the show right now. After the show, please follow Melissa Kelly. I'm gonna bring on our special guest who I've actually never met. So what I did today is I wanted to have a rounded out perspective of turn-ons and turn-offs. Now I'm straight, metro, but straight. You're a straight woman. I needed someone to represent the LGBT plus 2S community. So I just put something on my Instagram. And I said, hey, I'm looking for people who represent this community. Please come on the show. I want your perspective. And within seconds, I got a message request I didn't even follow. And it was our next guest going, hi. And I was like, I already know this guy's perfect. So please welcome to the show my brand new best friend, and I'm sure yours too, Melissa. Please welcome Tyler Harrison, everybody.
Hi.
That was perfect.
Yeah, how are you guys?
Oh, wonderful. Thank you for coming on the show, dude.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You are going to make a very well-rounded do's and don'ts and goods and bads and stuff of this thing, because I'm a big RuPaul guy. I know a lot about the culture. I danced competitively growing up. I'm like the Adam and Steve #1 fan in Hamilton.
Okay, perfect.
I know a lot about the gay culture, but there's still a lot of mystery to that for me, especially when it comes to dating. So there's
always mystery.
Exactly. There's mystery in any sexual orientation, but I want to know more, and I want you to come on and have a voice in this too, and not so it's just two straighties being boring and like, I like tattoos, I like beards.
Well, that works for us too.
I know. I was going to say, well, it's more. Bear watch. Hello. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna do this right now. It's under his name as well. But if you want to follow Tyler, it's Tyler Says Relax. Hilarious account. He has one of the funniest T-shirts I've ever seen. He's wearing it on a beach with another one of his friends in it looks like Florida or something. Go to his page and see it. See, I know Florida sand. Yeah. I've been around.
Yeah, Sebastian Beach. It was a slutty old time.
Is that a gay beach in Florida?
It is a gay beach.
Oh,
yes.
God. Sebastian, let's go. So make sure you go to his page after and follow him and see the funniest shirt I've ever seen. Okay, we're gonna get into this. So what I'm gonna do, and this is going to be a not only with us but with people in the comments. It's going to be very interactive for the people commenting along. So this is what we're going to do. If you have, I don't know if this will work on here. No, it won't. If you agree or if you think something is a turn on, I want you to comment the hard eyes, the heart, the smiley with the hard eyes, just like the poster. And if you think something's a turn off, the puke emoji. So if you're turned on, let's do a test in the comments. You can hear me right now. Anyone who can hear me right now, if you're turned on, what do we show the class? It'll take a sec because there's a slight delay. So we show the class the hard eyes, guys. Everyone with me now who's watching and commenting along, we show... It'll take a sec. There's a slight delay. The hard eyes. Thank you, Stacy Lee. See, Stacy is paying attention. Ashley Aaron's paying attention.
She's got it.
Francesca is paying attention.
Francesca.
Oh, my God. Allison is paying attention. Okay, guys, I get it again. We're all paying attention. Nathan's paying attention. Brandy is paying attention. Now, for the other side of it, if you're turned off by something, what do we show? The puke emoji. Francesca again. Nailed it. Melissa was a little slow on the hard eyes. We got it now. Okay, we get it. So we get the thing. So this is something that we're going to do with us. And then also, you're allowed to be neutral. You're allowed to have no...
That's no fun.
Okay. Oh, okay, that's no fun. So we're going to take that away. Okay, so I'll take... No. Thank you, my co-producer. That's amazing. Yeah, that's so no fun. We're not going to do neutral. Okay, how about this? You're allowed one neutral for the entire round. Use it wisely.
That's fine.
Dun, dun, dun. Melissa, I'm still getting a little echo reverb feedback from you, just of my voice when I'm talking. I can hear it, me, and then you, and then...
Okay, if I turn it down...
Yeah, maybe.
That might be better.
Oh, that's fantastic. And you can hear us and everything's good? Okay, good.
I'm in the country. I live in the country. So
oh, that's right. I've seen all the porch drop-offs. It looks very...
Girl, you are too gorgeous to be from the country.
she's just there because...
I'm not from the country.
Oh, okay.
But she's definitely the hottest woman in the country right now. Exactly. She's tipping tractors when somebody goes by.
The entire country.
Yeah. People are driving by like, well, shit, what is that? And then they crash a tractor. So before we get into this, again, one more time, Melissa Kelly at Melissa Kelly Boudoir. And at the end of the show, Tyler Harrison. Tyler says, relax. So our first one, this is a personal one for me because not a lot of people know this, but I wear glasses when I'm not on the air. Are glasses a turn on, a turn off?
I'd say a turn on.
Okay.
Yeah.
As I sport my glassware.
I wear my glasses for 1 hour when I wake up and then an hour before I go to bed. Everything else is all contacts. I think I have to keep the presentation allure. But every time I wear my glasses, people are like, you wear glasses. I wear them all the time. Also, it kind of covers my schnoz a little bit. I got a little bit of a schnoz going on. So when I glass, I cut them in half.
You should have worn them tonight.
Well, I didn't know that was
You
going to
have
be the
them
first
handy?
question. No, I don't.
I only wear them to look smarter.
You look great.
I only wear them to look smarter. I'm actually a fucking dumbass. So, yeah. But you didn't know that until I told you.
No, see, because you have the glasses on.
Exactly.
My very good friend Josh from Los Angeles says, actually, you know what's funny? Funny story about Josh. I'm watching Sons of Anarchy today. Josh plays a couple episodes on Sons of Anarchy. Why are my sleeves rolled up? Because I'm fucking Jack, Josh. We know that. Why is my shirt unbuttoned? You also know why. All right, he's getting no more attention. Okay, here's another one. Accents. Foreign accent of any kind.
Depends where, but mostly yes. If it's Western New York, that's like a hard no. But like anywhere else, yes.
If
like
it's a lot,
anything flat, like Minnesota, like anything Alaska, those are gross. But like anything like sexy and foreign, like big yes.
Yes, like a British accent.
Yeah.
Melissa,
yeah,
you?
for sure. Yeah, British accent.
But even like a dumb Southern accent is kind of sexy.
Like, hey, I'm gonna take you down to the dance floor.
Yeah.
Get it on. Shit.
Yes.
But it would be bad if they were like, I'm gonna take you to Lockport Gambino Fort. From Western New York.
No.
Me and my wife are from North Tonawanda.
Yeah, that's the dirtiest.
No. But also, you got to think about a British accent, because there's a very proper British accent. They sound very proper and wonderful and whatever. But then, if you go further north in England, it's like, oh, give me your fucking hand job.
Oh, I like it. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you like that?
Big, in a big way, yeah.
You're a big Cockney guy?
Oh, any kind, yeah.
In more ways than one.
in all ways. Yeah.
You're like, take me to fucking North End or Ireland.
Everything. Yeah, Irish. Yeah, you name it.
Accents. We're getting a lot of accents. Francesca brought up a good quality, or good comment rather. It would get annoying after a while, I think.
Yeah.
I think everything your partner does gets annoying after a while. Look at me. Everything I do is annoying.
Yeah.
My friend Derek Patrell says that's not British. That was an excellent British accent. Accents and dialects was my #1 class at the Vancouver Film School. Okay, moving on. Okay, this one's big for Melissa, I can already tell. And who's going to say no, but tattoos.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The more, the better.
You want a guy just absolutely fucking covered, eh?
I love it.
Like a coloring book. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I got a closer angle, as I don't know if you guys can tell.
Sexual.
Right? Yeah. Melissa, get your noggin in there more. Okay. I'll go in and out. I just want to get some different angles here. Make the class something more interesting. Okay. Nicole says puke on tattoos. That's a lie. Yeah, look at us. This is the weirdest peanut butter and jelly sandwich you've ever been in.
Not mine, actually. No.
Although Tyler and I kind of look like brothers.
Yeah. Hey.
Tattoos are so sexy, says Stacey Lee. Now, I agree. I've dated girls who have no tattoos, zero, not one at all, and I've dated girls who are covered. My last girlfriend was covered in tattoos, like from the bottom of her boobs to the top of her kneecaps. There was no regular colored skin.
Sexy.
But I have an issue with stupid tattoos.
Okay. Yeah.
I have an issue with, like, I have the Tasmanian devil on my back, or
a dolphin.
A dolphin, whatever it is.
Any kind of lettering, and it's like you don't actually like. Do you actually know what that says? Like you know.
Another thing. This is kind of a turn off for me. If a girl has too many written tattoos, because there's not enough.
Okay.
Pictures. If it's just like your body looks like the Encyclopedia Britannica, it just says like hope. Well, I gotta zoom out for this. It just says like hope, destiny, fearless, infinity, best friends. On the wrist, it says like honest.
Live, laugh, love.
It just becomes a
My
fucking
smile.
Yes, you said smile. Well, perfect. But that makes sense because you're holding the camera like this, and you're a photographer. That's good. It's funny, but it's also beautiful. I have one word writing on my chest. I have my dad's signature across my chest.
That's cute.
Which I think is a very meaningful tattoo when it's wording. Then I have a bull on my back. I have two. I don't think I'll get any more. But my issue, like, my ex-girlfriend had like a Hello Kitty on her hip, and it was fucking massive.
No.
And I got a problem with people. My sister says your last girlfriend's tattoos were awful. Pizza and a Hello Kitty. Passy. My sister didn't like my ex-girlfriend. She.
I'm savage. I like that.
Yeah, I know. Holly will throw the fuck down, especially after a couple glasses of white or red or beer or vodka. Or
Her and I gotta hang out.
Oh my god! I have a feeling we're all gonna be best friends at the end of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had a Hello Kitty on her hip, and I used to, like, I saw her naked, I'd have to cover it with my hand because I couldn't look at it because it was too distracting. Yeah,
No.
So tattoos, I think, in general, are good. I think it's a turn on for most. I'm just turned off by stupid fucking cartoony or like I got Bart Simpson on a skateboard. I was gonna say Bart Simpson on a skateboard that's on fire is actually a pretty cool tattoo, but you know what I mean? Stupid shit.
What about a sleeve?
A sleeve. Your sleeve is done beautifully.
That's pretty.
Okay.
I like that.
Well, thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
Look at us.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you just saying that?
No, I think it's beautiful. Okay.
Okay.
This one's interesting for both guys and girls and all types. Red hair.
I'm into it. Yeah.
Turn on. That's an on. Melissa.
Yeah. If
I've
it's
been
done right.
with one redhead.
You can say ginger. I know it was on the tip of your tongue. You were gonna say ginger.
Yeah. I've been with one. And it was good.
It was good. It was a good experience.
Yeah, it was pretty, for the most part.
It's unfortunate because guys who are redheads, and I have friends with, I don't know if I have some friends who are redheads. It's way worse to be a redheaded guy than a redheaded girl.
Agreed.
Like a redheaded girl is like a mysterious Irish princess who's come down and she's here for us. And a redhead's like, and a redhead dude is like, that guy is a smart tech fucking technician at Best Buy. And that's not all of them, but that's how they're painted, with just one broad fucking stroke, where it's like redheaded women are like that Disney movie Brave. It's like, oh, she's almost a wizard. She is. It's like it's this beautiful thing. So so Melissa, you're on or off on that with gingers?
I'm not. I've been with one person that was a ginger, so I'm not opposed to it.
Okay,
did the carpets match the drapes?
Oh yeah, good question, Tyler.
Like, how did that work?
Well, yeah, like it was trimmed down.
Don't worry, that'll come up later.
Okay.
Tyler, I mean,
yes.
Come on, on or off?
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Red gingers,
pubes?
on or no, not pubes, you freak.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I'll take what I can get. Yeah. Yes to everything.
Do you see all your ons are just gonna be on.
I'm actually not gonna have anything I'm not into.
I'm gonna have to be like racist, and you're gonna be like on.
No.
Okay, this one also pertains to me. Like I just put cologne perfume. Someone who overwears cologne perfume. If it's too much.
If it's good.
If it's good, I'm with you on that one too.
Like if it's like a good fragrance, like if you like spend the extra buck and get like a good fucking thing, yeah. But if it's like cheap and shitty and like the one everyone wears and just like overdone, like no.
Like Swiss Army or something.
Yeah, that's like the gnarliest one. Yeah.
Actually, Swiss Army Altitude is the gnarliest one. I'll give you guys a hot take, all the guys listening, and girls too. I think there's a women's section too. At both Rexall and Rexall Pharma Plus and Shoppers, they have a $20 premium cologne section. They restock it every Tuesday. You can get in there and get like Polo, David Beckham, Burberry for like $20 a pop. I'm in a attic right now, basically a closet. Hello. I'm in the closet. And I'm personally wearing 3 types of cologne right now. So I'm gonna hope
What
everyone
kinds,
says. I went a little vintage recently. I'm on CK1.
Okay.
I'm like
That's a good one.
unisex CK1. I have the Dolce & Gabbana blue one.
Okay, that's a little overdone.
Okay.
The last one I was
I'm sorry
into,
we're fighting already.
yeah, well, I mean, 20 minutes in, it was bound to happen, just like my last relationships.
On Sebastian Beach.
Nice.
And I'm also wearing the Vera Wang for men. It's called Wedding Day, and it's what Vera Wang believes that men should smell like on their wedding day. So I do one on the body, one on the shirt, one on the jacket usually, but it's not jacket weather anymore, so I just double up and make a scent lasagna.
I'd fuck you.
You wear cologne every day?
Thank you. That's very nice. Every day.
You're welcome.
You wear it every day?
Every day. Not only every day, every occasion. If I walk by my bathroom, like if I'm getting ready and I like go put my shoes on, I'm like, oh shit, I forgot something in the bathroom. If I'm back in the bathroom, it's like tsk, tsk, and then out the door. I keep one in the car.
That's
like
good.
if
That's
anyone
impressive.
knows me and has ever hugged me before, everyone says you smell amazing. So I hope that for the people, Chuck, that's a throw up, but that's okay. You're not my type.
If you smelled like shit, you'd know.
Yeah, I have a phobia. Everyone, like my dad was the same way. Like my dad used to come out of the shower, it would just be like fucking Aqua Velva and David Davidoff Cool Water. It'd just be like a Prince music video with just fog of cologne. So you kind of are your parents,
I
really.
love that.
Holly says fragrance can make a girl's knees weak. Buckle before anything else. For your information, boys.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's so
Agreed.
true.
Well, that's not why I
agree.
wear it. That's my fucking sister. But I wear it in general. Okay. So I'm gonna move on. Actually, what I'm gonna do now, because we're just a couple into the list, but I want to do something fun from the comments. Anyone who's watching in the comments right now, if you have one, turn on, turn off. If you want to comment in and be seen on the show, your name and stuff be seen on the show, and feel free to put your Instagram handle after your comment so people can follow you. If you want to write in right now your turn on, turn off, see how people feel about it, see how we feel about it, then that's going to be one for sure. We'll bring that up on the show because we are flying through these.
Yes.
Chuck says cologne is good, but not too much. I agree.
Agreed.
Except for me, because I wear too much. DG Blue, thank you, Stacy. I have a DG Blue fan. Okay, that's my sister again. Carrie, who was on the show last week. Turn on money and confidence.
Yeah.
Let's separate those two. Let's do is money a turn on to you guys?
Yeah.
You have to
I'm gonna flat out say yeah. Like
Okay.
if you pay for dinner, like yeah, like that's that's kind of sexy and it's kind of like a power move and I'm into it. Like it's yeah.
I just want someone that can have a comfortable lifestyle with me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
with
know what I
the
mean? Like-
expensive things you like.
I like to be taken out to dinner.
yeah.
Wine of dynam.
69.
I was just thank you very much for finishing my sentence.
Well,
Sorry, I
that's
stole
it.
it. I stole it right from you.
The action at the end of the night depends on if they take you out, like if they treated you for dinner.
Oh, really?
what
Is
I
that
mean?
fuck?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
I wonder why I used to be so broke. I have a question for you, Tyler.
Yes.
So I'm old school in the sense where I do this thing, and it's actually a great trick for a first date for the guys watching. Girls watching, you can do it too. I do the secret check pay. This is what I do.
Okay.
So I'm old school in the sense where it doesn't matter. It could be an awful date. It could be even business meetings and stuff like that. Even in my brokest of times, before my comedy career took off and then was taken away from me by COVID-19. But when I was making money, but even in my brokest of times, I've always paid. That's just something that I do. I'm old school in that sense. I'm very Tony Soprano, like you eat, I pay type
I like
situation. And I've always been that way. And I'm so much so that I've always been that way. I've developed a little trick that I do. At the end of the meal, I say like, I'm just going to go freshen up, wash my hands, go to the washroom.
Oh, yeah?
And then I find the server on the way back and I just go, I'm going to pay right now. And they're like, no, we're done. I'm going to pay right now. And then I go back to the table and then there's no awkward, she's going to pretend to read. Should I? I don't know. I'll cover the tip. There's none of that. And if you want to take things to another level, what I do is a funny thing that I do because I'm a comedian. I tell the girl, they go, well, we got to pay. And I go, we're dining and dashing. Just to see their reaction. Because one of two things is going to happen. They're going to... I wrote a joke about this that went nowhere, but I used to do a bit about this on stage because it's a true thing I do. I say, we're dining and dashing. If the girl's like, okay, and she starts fucking tying her shoes up, I'm like, that's not a good person. You don't want that person in your life.
I'll always offer to pay, though.
Yeah, of course. Women are gonna. That's a nice thing to do. If the guy's like, okay, then he's a fucking idiot and he's a scumbag and whatever. I've been on dates where 5 minutes in, I'm like, I'm never gonna see this person again, and I'm like, check, please, and then I get 20. And I used to serve too, so I over tip 20%, 25% sometimes. So I'm like, okay, blah 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 blah, just pay it off, and then I'm like, Mom, I need you to cover my cell phone and bill this month. I know that that's a thing. Now, my question to you, Tyler, is. Two men go out on a date.
Yes.
Is that become a top-bottom verse situation? Who's the guy? Who's the girl?
Could be an age dynamic. Could be, you know, like a role play dynamic as to like who's doing what. But you know, sometimes it's you know, it's take turns. Like it kind of goes both ways.
Well, I was gonna say, you're damn right, it goes both ways.
Versatile Velma, that's what they call me back in school. So you know. Yeah, no, but definitely back to what you were saying, the whole like pay for it and then the power play of backing it up with comedy, like that's like a 10 out of 10 for me. Like
well, thank you.
The dine and dash, like
I just recently got scooped up, pal, or I'd be all ears. But
challenge accepted.
What I was gonna say is like it's like if you're a gentlemanly type gay and you go out with another gentlemanly type gay. Is it you guys just play the like? Well, no, absolutely not.
Well, I mean, like,
no, absolutely not. I will. You know.
I mean, I've definitely allowed a gentleman to pay for dinner before, but if I'm trying to make a good impression with someone, like I'll definitely like do it and pay,
you just got yourself a move. Do the pay and joke.
And, consider that stolen. Like I'm definitely gonna.
You know what? That's my
that
gift to you know the hundreds of people have already tuned in. We've got 40 live viewers and a couple hundred people have already come in and out. So if you heard that, that's my gift to you. Holly's really interactive tonight. 100% turn off. Being anything but kind to anyone providing you a service. Ex bartender, wait staff, retail worker. Yeah, Holly. This is Holly's big turn off because Holly and I both served. She worked at the West Town on Lock Street in Hamilton for a number of years, on top of a million other places across Ontario. If anyone's rude to my sister or not rude to someone else in front of my sister, especially wait staff, it's over. The guy could be literally. He could own his own charity if he's. If he's rude to wait staff, it's over.
I agree.
Yeah, I've had so many. My sisters come home from dates. I'm like, how was that? She's like, he was rude to the waiter. I'm like, ooh, so I guess that's over. She's like, I was like, okay. So
and
money.
Sometimes really I've seen really attractive people do that, and it's an immediate like, oh. Like
you could be an attractive person, but you could have an ugly soul.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to our list because we were killing it so far. Okay, this one's, I guess I'm out on this one, but mustache/beards. I know that's a huge thing.
Love.
Yes.
So that's a double.
Not just a mustache, but the beard.
You need the full. As I scrub my finally 17-haired jawline.
Even some scruff. Like I do like the scruff, but I have been with men that have the full like
down here, like
well groomed. Well groomed.
You want it boxed out.
Yeah.
And you gotta like use like a fucking beard oil, and like you gotta use all the products. Like I have 3 different products that I use for my beard every day. So like you gotta like do it right, and like I'm into it.
Here's one. Turn on can dance. Thank you. That's me. We'll talk about that later. Beards. Here's the thing. I know that if I was a beard guy, if I was able to grow a beard, which I'm not. And I've tried. Literally, there was a picture at the start of quarantine, and it was me trying to grow a quarantine beard, and it was like fucking 2 weeks in, and I had like 17 hairs here, 16 hairs here. I get very thick through here, like almost like a chop. I don't know what that's called down here. I get a little bit of mustache, I will admit. But then the worst part about it is it's like 60 hairs through this region. I look like a Yu-Gi-Oh dungeon master. I look like I can run a Yu-Gi-Oh card tournament.
I don't even know what that means.
It's a like a Pokemon card tournament.
Oh my god.
It's through here, so I have to shave constantly. But if I was able to grow a beard, I would be one of those guys who's like tea tree oil and like curling it out and like straight boxed out with the fade into the fade and stuff. That would be great. And my friend Sean brings up a good point. A woman with a mustache and a beard is kind of awkward. I very much agree. Francesca said she's more into the baby face. Thank you, Francesca. I appreciate you. My friend Derek is puking at the beard because he can't grow a beard. He's much like me, not a real man. I'm gonna go back to Olga's comment. Turn on, can dance.
Yes, dancing rhythm. It's hot.
Most of you guys have me on Instagram and Facebook and stuff. Now, you guys know that I danced competitively for 7 years, tap, jazz, ballet, music, theater. Tyler, we're new friends. Don't worry. I'm sure you'll be doing some scrolling.
I'm just learning this about you. I'm impressed.
Yes.
Wow.
I don't know if you guys have seen my TikTok, but it's pretty impressive dance moves. Here's the thing about dancing, and this works for men and women. I think a woman who can dance and a man who can dance, it has something to do with the ability to dance, but it also has something to do with a level of confidence where you don't, even if you're not a good dancer, you don't care what you look like. Which some people should. Let's not get it twisted. There's some people you couldn't carry a rhythm if it had a fucking handle on it. I get that.
No rhythm, no fucks.
Yeah. And I think rhythm is a very sexual thing where you're showcasing the rhythm that you have going forthward. You know what I mean? Like that's I think dancing is important. But you know what? If someone can't dance, it's not a huge loss. It just makes me shine, really. It really just puts the spotlight on me, which is what I hope for.
I never thought of it that way, but yeah. Right.
No, if someone's willing to come out and dance and like have fun and be on the dance floor, then that's also another huge turn on.
Yeah.
But it's funny for me when I'm at the bar, if you see me at Club Absinthe or I don't know, at Hess Village when I used to go or Augusta, you don't see me anywhere now because nothing's open. But people, because they see my Instagram and my Facebook and stuff being like, oh, you're not dancing. I'm like, no, I'm here to get fucked up, and I'm not gonna just dance. I'm not gonna be the crazy guy who's dancing by himself in the middle of the dance floor, like you've seen those guys at Motown for 20 years with a big staff, and they're like fucking. You don't want to be that guy dancing by yourself.
Oh, you've met my dad.
Yeah, nice man.
Just kidding.
It actually makes a lot of sense who you are,
right? Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, dancing is huge. Now this one's. More for guys, but girls too. Height. Is height?
Oh my god.
Okay, let's talk. Yeah. Melissa, you got one. Go ahead.
No, I prefer some. I'm not that tall.
No, you're not. You know what? It's funny. You carry yourself taller than you are, and that's not an attack by any means.
That's a compliment.
No, when I first met you, I thought you were like 6'6", because everything is big and blow, like big, beautiful white hair and tanned, and I remember
like
seeing
5'3".
you. Yeah, I remember.
You're
seeing
only 5'3". Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, the lollipop clan.
Baby. Baby.
I'll never forget this. I saw you down before we officially knew each other. I was parked at the corner. You were walking somewhere. It was downtown, but like in a nice area. I'm not saying, hey, I saw you walking downtown. It was like a Lock Street area or something. Yeah. And I saw you because I'd already had you on Instagram and I knew who you were and all that stuff. And you walked, I saw you in the corner. I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, that's Melissa Kelly. That's that Boudoir Photographer. She's all over the internet and stuff and whatever. She's been killing it. And then you walked across the front of my car and then you just disappeared. I was like,
I'm dead. What kind of car was it?
I drive an SUV still, like an Acura RDX, like soccer mom car. But
still,
you were standing on the curb. And then you like got down and like walked across the street, and then you just vanished across the front of my car. I'm like, how short is that fucking girl? And,
I'm dead.
But it's not.
So they
but
need
you
to be taller than me, much taller.
Oh my god! If you're 5'3", anyone's winning. You got you got Filipinos across the internet going, yes. I'm in.
I'm dead.
So, so obviously, this is a big thing for women and men, and whatever. 6 foot plus. Nicole says
Right, Nicole.
tall
I like
all the
6 foot
way.
plus.
Tall. Nathan says neutral. I think with girls it doesn't really matter. The girl I'm currently with is again like 5'3", 5'4". I've dated girls who are as tall as me, like just over 6 feet. I think height is attractive, but again, it comes down to confidence. If you're 5'3" and you can carry yourself like someone who's 6 foot, then guys don't give a shit. But if you're even I see this often with tall girls, is they don't want to be tall. So when you see a girl who's tall, she's all, I gotta go back to wide view here. You see them like standing at the bar like this, like it's all hunched because they don't want to be. I literally went up to a girl at a bar once and I was like, hey, I have a girlfriend. I'm not hitting on you. Please stand up straight because you don't realize how beautiful you are with your height. And she was like, what? And I was like, you need to embrace how tall you are. It's beautiful. Stop fucking slouching. I was like half in the pill. And she's like, okay. And then I just watched her like 20 years of shoulders just go back. And she would just presented like a whole fucking different woman.
Oh, wow.
Which I think is important. And I had this conversation recently with my sister, actually. There's nothing wrong with being a short girl, obviously. Being a short guy sucks because there's not many girls who are like, I'm looking for a guy under 5'5", and like it's prehistoric where women are like they want the biggest caveman, they want the biggest guy to protect them. It's ingrained in women. I need someone big and burly
wants to just be thrown around a little bit.
Exactly, and that's also another one. Yeah. Tall women, tall guys, that sucks. What are you gonna do, buddy? Get some lifts and start putting your hair up. I don't know what to tell you. Tall or short women, especially if they're really short, like 4'9", 5 feet. Those people, they spend their entire lives wanting to be heard and noticed. So they're always like I'm the tell it like it is sassy bitch, and I don't give a fuck. And you just often see them like yelling shots at the bar. You can't even see where it's coming from. And it's just like this whole thing where it's just like, oh, it's too. I know, I get it. I'm a lot, but sometimes it's just too much when they're like, hey, I'm down here. Fucking look at me, and you're like, okay, I'll look at you. Just fucking relax. Yeah, you're feisty. I hate that though. When someone says, I tell it like it is, it's like, no, you're an asshole, but you have friends, so no one calls you out on it. This one's for the girls. The girls in the class. Uniforms.
No,
firefighter, police.
No.
Oh, Melissa, no, I'm shocked. No. I'm shocked.
I was with a police sergeant for 7 years, so that's why.
Oh, I see. You know the personality.
I'm gonna say in the gay realm that uniforms is sexy. Yeah, we like uniforms.
Yeah, hello. You guys created the Village people. There's a cop and a firefighter in that.
Exactly. Yeah, and I've banged one of each. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't. I'm not attracted to that anymore.
Francesca also says dated a cop. Fuck that.
They can be a little bit crazy though. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that. A woman in uniform,
self-righteous, which is like,
yeah, no, you don't want that. Confidence is different.
That's a different ball game.
Here, guys, hold on. Talk amongst yourselves. Yeah. I got something to do here. I just hold on. Melissa, just a little backstory. Which you can go run. We can talk. No. We can get the gay realm of this. You can go get a shot of tequila or something.
Okay, I'm good.
Go run.
I'm good.
You good? Okay.
No, then I'll start saying names.
They're what? Oh, they don't want to see. Yeah, okay. We won't say names.
Yeah, I don't want to say names.
Okay,
I'm not saying any names.
So the guy who was with Melissa for 7 years, who was a cop staff sergeant. I can see
so he was
how.
Up there.
Yeah, he's up. He's like a big guy. Like in terms of like his job. We won't talk anymore about him. I can tell you're uncomfortable, but I can, as a host, I can sense that.
Okay.
No, I think there is. I think a cop from afar, like the idea of a heroic man, is something. But I do know, and I know some girls who've dated cops, and nothing against the Hamilton Police Service or anyone like that. I get that, and we thank you, especially now that you're frontline workers. Let's get that out of the way before I get fucking punched out. But I can tell. I know with women. I just know that men, especially, it's a high stress job. Okay, it's a high stress job. So when they come home, they can't just let that go because they're literally on edge, thinking that there's going to be something happening at all times. They can't just relax and settle. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Melissa, I thought The backstory makes sense, but I thought for sure you were gonna be like,
Yeah, no.
yes, fucking
I like
spray
the-
me
I
with
like
a
the-
hose.
No, I like the rugged guys, like the construction workers that are
Okay.
dirty with the
Lumberjack.
you know, like the
Lumberjack.
dirty lumberjack, you know.
Like build me
Yeah.
a house
My-
and then fuck me in it. Yes. Yeah.
My ex-husband, it was because I was married years ago, and my ex-husband, like, he's a steel worker, dreadlocked steel worker, beard, like
Yeah.
he looks like Johnny, like Pirates of the Caribbean, Johnny Depp.
Oh
like, still to this day.
shit!
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Found
So,
your
and then
found
I-
your
and then I
black
went-
pearl, if you know what I mean.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Shit. Now I understand how you got ended up with a child out of that situation. And you're like, let's go sail the seven seas. So I get that.
And then
I was just gonna say, I think there is something to that lumberjack, police, or not police guy, like steel worker, like guy in that kind of
Blue
uniform.
collar.
Yeah,
Like the
blue
worker.
collar
Manly
uniform.
man.
Yes, thank you. For
Yeah.
women, I don't know. I don't give a shit. I don't see a woman police officer and I'm like, yeah.
But like, are you intimidated by that? Like, let's say you dated a woman that was like a rugged ass fucking steel worker. Like, does that like intimidate you by any?
That's a good
means?
question. I don't know if
Yeah,
more
very
the
good question.
intimidation is like. Here's the situation. Here's how it would break down. She would be a steel worker working all day with the guys eating up like a lunch bail with a big sandwich and come
Oh
home
yeah, like
covered in
butch
dirt,
all the way. Yeah.
like completely butch. And
Yeah.
she would come home and I'd be body buttering, cologning, and fucking watching RuPaul Drag Race. So we'd be on a different level.
yeah.
And you know, like I said, my current girlfriend had to have the talk with me. It was like, is this you all the time? Or like, I don't know what this is. I don't want to be a beard. I was like, no. I am a fan of all culture. I just happen to gravitate more towards cleanliness and stuff like that, which is more associated with gay culture. But there's still a lot I don't know. So let's keep going here. Oh, here's a good one. Piercings. Turn on, turn off.
I'm gonna say turn off. It doesn't do anything
Yeah.
for me. I don't give a
Doesn't
fuck.
I think this
for
one we
me
all
either.
agree. I think it's an off for me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ears is fine, but like stretched ears, like that, my Chemical
Yeah, they
Romance,
smell like cheese. That's
2006
fucking gross, man.
Yeah, ear cheese is no good. Yeah,
Ugh.
eyebrow, like you can tell what neighborhood a girl grew up in if she has an eyebrow ring scar.
Or the braid. This one.
Oh,
The
that one's
yeah.
huge too. That one's like disturbed puddle of mud.
Yeah.
On
Mud. Nice reference.
Thank you.
Forgot about that.
Melissa's last boyfriend was a guy who looked like a guy in puddle of mud.
I'm dead.
But yeah, I think
I go back and forth.
My sister wrote questionable sexuality. It's not questionable. I just embrace all sides of it. See, everyone seems to agree. Piercings are gross. I think.
Yeah.
No
yeah.
one's gonna be like, "Ooh,
Nah.
did you see that guy with the eyebrow ring?" I think a lot of my friends grew up in the emo scene, so they all had to get their ears scalpeled. Which they had to like take the stretched ears out, have them scalpeled so they grew back to be normal ears. So that sucked
That's
for them.
gross.
My mom beat the shit out of me as soon as I went to 00. I used to stretch my ears in high school. As soon as I got to 0, I just heard like thunk, 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 thunk. My mom's like, "What?" She's like, "Take that out of your fucking ear." I saw you walking up the driveway. And I was like, "No, Mom, it's cool." She's like, "You're gonna regret that for the rest of your life." And I'm like, "You're not being cool, Mom." And then she fucking made me take them out, or she was gonna kick me out. And
But she was right.
Fucking God.
Your mom was right. Yeah.
My friends have spent thousands of dollars on plastic surgery.
On their ears?
Yeah, getting them fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's a lot of money to spend on your ear.
Yeah, and I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of my two of my best friends have like really small nose rings that they've had since they were like 16. I don't even see them anymore. I don't think it's a thing.
I don't like a nose ring can be cute on someone. Like I don't like actually hate that one as much, but like
Sometimes you don't even notice it though. Like you don't.
yeah, like
Yeah.
some people can pull that off, but like yeah,
Yeah.
anything else.
Interesting. Okay, well let's move on. This one's for I don't know, for me in this picture. Do you find a man in a suit? Is that a turn on or a turn off?
Turn on.
Turn on.
If it's a nice suit.
Yeah.
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 If the suit's wrinkled, no.
Yeah, if it's not pressed.
Yeah, like if you look disheveled in a suit, or like the suit's wearing you, no.
Yeah,
but if it's like a
Yeah.
nice suit, it looks good. Like it's not, you know.
Yeah, well, when
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
in short view, I have a tuxedo sponsor, a guy who just gives me tuxedos, so I wear a lot of
Jesus.
tuxedos on stage when I tour.
Mhm.
I used to. Okay, let's stop the Eric falling in Eric Johnston in love with situation. Actually, no, keep doing it. But I have a tuxedo sponsor. I used to wear tuxes everywhere. I used to wear tuxes unnecessarily. I went to an event once in a tuxedo, and everyone's like in like Budweiser t-shirts. They're like, "What's up, man?" I'm like, "I just thought you guys were gonna be more dressed than this." But I wear a lot of it. I guess for a woman, I don't know, like a power suit, maybe like a nice dress. But I guess you only really wear a really nice dress to a really nice, I don't know, occasion. So this is more of a guy one. But yeah, suits are huge for people. But this leads me to my next one. Track pants, yoga pants in public. Is that a turn on or a turn off?
It's not a turn on.
No.
It's
No.
like not like sexy if I see someone like in track or yoga pants. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's
like
kind
outside of the house.
right. I mean, like everyone does it, but like it's not like, oh yeah, there's a fucking guy. You know what I mean? Like it's not. No.
Is
Yeah.
and my question to both of you is this thing on this whole thing on gray track pants, is that a dick print thing? Is that people
Yeah.
look for a dick print with that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty visible. I think every straight woman and gay man will be looking at that dick print.
Looking
If
for
there's gay.
looks as
Yeah,
perfect
if you
as
see
perfect.
gay
Not look
sweatpants, it's like I eagle eye into it. Like it's like I can't
Like
look
a
at
RoboCop?
anything else. Yeah.
Great track pants season. Nicole says dick print. See, I this is very
Nicole would be into it.
Yeah, those gray track pants on a guy. Wink. Yeah, I here's the thing about me. I've never worn a track pant outside of the house.
Oh wow.
Relax in jeans. I am uncomfortable. It's like that Sebastian Maniscalco bit where he's like, "I'm uncomfortable that you're comfortable." Like it's like when people, yeah, yeah, like I can't. I wear them to the gym. There used to be a time where I used to go to the gym fully, like in something like this, like a button up and jeans and whatever, with my gym bag, would have track pants, running shoes, and a t-shirt in it. But now I go to Fit for Less, where I used to. There's no change rooms because it's Fit or Less, so they take away a lot of the fun stuff like change rooms. So I have to wear track pants to the gym, but that's literally just around the corner. I drive, get out of the car, get into the gym, back into the car, and whatever. Like, if you see me outside of the house in a pair of track pants, call an ambulance because I've lost my fucking mind. Don't. Holly has a different perspective though. Gray track pants are the douchebag central. Red flag
Red
central.
Central.
She's not wrong.
I guess it's I guess
Yeah.
if you want to go on that side of the tracks. If you want to, go slumming for a night, you spot a dude in gray track pants with a dick print. You know what I mean? You can just be
Yeah.
like, okay, well, I'm gonna go to the guys from fucking Goodwill Hunting for the evening, like that circle of guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, and then best thing God invented was Lululemon. Fernando says. Fernando, I agree with you. I think. Oh, well, I'll come back to you in a sec, Fernando. My mom came up with a great chirp. Don't fib. You relax in the house in your underpants. So when I'm not in pants, I'm in underpants. But I'll never transition into track pants. It's not something that I do, and I definitely don't leave the house. Jordan says busted. So, anyways, back to Fernando. Best thing God invented was Lululemon. I think those well-made track pants, like the colorful ones and stuff outside of the house, and a girl, it shows a lot of butt, and guys are into that. But like, I'm more of a jeans and a nice top guy out of the house. Like, I see a girl in jeans and a nice top, that's more of a turn on. Then I'm like, yo, check out the Lulus on that chick. Yeah. Tyler, do you have your TV on in the background?
Oh, yeah.
Is that your roommate? He's dead.
Yeah. Can you turn the TV off? Sorry.
Just not
I didn't
off,
realize.
just down. I was hearing Murder, She Wrote in the background and stuff. I didn't know what
I
to do.
mean, we can't get enough of that Angela Lansbury. You know what I mean?
It's a gay house. I'm surprised you guys aren't
It
watching
is.
Three's Company.
It is. No, that's after.
Come and knock on my door. Okay. This one was a bone of contention for me. I don't know if that's the right phrase. Smokers, vapors. People who smoke
Nope.
or vape.
Nope.
Tyler?
Turn off.
I'm into it.
Oh!
Yeah. I don't know. I think the bad boy aesthetic's kind of hot. Like, so I think
is it
it's
a
kinda
cigarette
sexy.
bad boy or a guy going like
Yeah, but
with
like
a vape?
that's
Is that different?
I mean, it's a little different. I
Do you
mean,
smoke?
the vape. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, yeah.
Melissa, you never smoked, did you? Or you did, or you don't?
No,
You
I
don't-
never smoked.
Never smoked. So obviously, you would think that's an off.
Yeah.
I will openly admit I haven't had nicotine in. I'll tell you right now, I haven't had nicotine in 137. You can't see that. 137 days. 137 days, 22 hours, and 2
Good
minutes
job.
and 52 seconds.
Good for you.
But I'll tell
Nice.
you
That's-
that I was addicted to nicotine in the douchiest of ways. I never smoked cigarettes. I got addicted to nicotine via vaping, and I vaped full time for 3.5 years.
Oh my god.
And by full time, I mean, like, I took more nicotine breaths than I did oxygen in 3.5 years. Like, I guarantee that's a statistic. My friends were all trying to quit smoking when all these vapes came out, and they kept trying to, like, oh, I got Fruit Loops, oh, I got Blueberry, oh, this one's Sour Keys, and I was like, those are good, like, are those good? They're like, yeah, try it. I'm like, is there nicotine in that? They're like, yeah, a little bit, whatever, give a little. You don't smoke, so it's not like you're just gonna feel good for a bit. I'm like, all right, so I'm like just hauling on Fruit Loops. Sure enough, 2 weeks later, my friend bought me a vape because he was tired of me asking for his vape. He bought me a vape for my birthday, and for 3.5 years,
Wow.
I vaped nonstop. And I would go on dates with girls, and I would see them see me vaping and watch me drop like 4 points. Like I would at this point, and I my current girlfriend smokes the odd time. She's a server, or was a server, as well as a nurse. So those are two big smoker occupations. So she would always go out with the girls, and she got somewhat addicted to smoking. So I would actually have to date girls who smoked, although I wasn't that into it, because I was like, oh, well, you smoke cigarettes, so I'm allowed to vape around you. And it was bad. Like I was giving myself nicotine addiction every day for poisoning. Like I'd be in bed at the end of the night, like shaking and having night terrors because I vaped all fucking day.
Wow.
And quitting
Oh,
vaping
no.
was the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. And I've done some
Wow.
fucking crazy shit. So I think smoking and vaping is a big off for me and for Melissa.
It can be.
I've
gross.
I've been with smokers, but it's not my, like, I don't enjoy kissing a smoker.
No,
you
it's-
know, after they've just had a, like,
It's
not,
like the James Dean thing, like, you know what I mean? Like that's kind of like the sexiness of it, but like it can be very disgusting. I want to get that out there.
yeah,
as
like
well.
there's something to be said for like this scene where a guy's holding a rocks glass and he's got a cigarette, like a Frank Sinatra Rat Packy style.
I mean, I'm
that
into
guy.
it. I'm buying that ticket.
That like this guy is holding a cigar, and I don't even smoke cigars, but I knew that
but
was
see, I've smoked cigars, and I
Okay.
like it, and I would only do it if I go away somewhere, and I get like rum cream on ice and sit there with the cigar, and that was
Oh.
like my favorite part of going away.
yeah, that
was
sounds
after dinner
fantastic
having-
actually.
Like that, I enjoyed that, but I don't smoke cigars here. I would only do that when I go away.
Yeah,
But I'm not like completely against it. It's just
So
yeah.
it's like a treat yourself kind of thing.
It's a treat yourself
Yeah.
cigar sitch. Yeah, no, I agree. I would smoke I feel like smoking a cigar right now that we're talking about it.
I
But
could smoke a cigar right now.
Why don't we have fucking cigars?
I
Olga brings up another turn on, and this could be an on or off for you guys. Plays an instrument, and she's at Olga 5868.
I mean, what instrument are we talking?
It's a good question because there's a difference between a guitar player and
like a tuba. Yeah. And like
There's
a
that guy.
fucking
I play in
xylophone.
the squeeze box. I play in the squeeze box. I have a monkey.
There's that guy, and then there's the guy
my-
who's like doing solos. Your last boyfriend was a musician, correct, Melissa?
Right. Yeah. So he was a singer and he played guitar as well. And I've also, years ago, I was also with a guitar player for quite a few years. Too.
I mean, that's sexy. Yeah.
Guitar
Yeah.
player. Well, here's the thing. Like, I've gotten drunk with John Mayer on 2 separate occasions, and I was like,
wow.
this guy.
What was he
is-
like?
fucking cockslinger. Jesus Christ.
Really?
He had that old school Hollywood whatever, and he was just like quiet and but just like he had that aura where even at the end of the night, I'm like, I kind of want to fuck this guy. Like, I get it. I totally get it.
I heard he's.
I love
like,
musicians.
He fucks a lot of people.
Yeah, he's like a classic, fucking like old school Hollywood dick slinger where it's not like greasy or like gross that he's
Suave.
just like. It's like, yeah, he comes in and he just bangs a bunch of people and he leaves and he just plays solos on the guitar. And my friend, everyone loves the drummer, Derek_drummer, has drum covers. He does that. I don't know. I think there is something to be said for musicians. Girl musicians, I think we're back to vapors. Let's go back to this. Turn on, plays an instrument. I don't know what plays an instrument, but a woman who can sing is attractive, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say so.
Yeah, that's an on.
Agreed.
It's like when I was in my last relationship and he was a singer and a musician, like I would see girls watch him in awe all the time, and I knew him from years ago too, so it's something that I'd seen even years ago, so I knew what I was getting into. But he lived across Canada, and being a musician across Canada, I couldn't really handle that.
No, yeah,
That was my
I can't date a
insecurity.
girl who lives in Ancaster. Never mind, to fucking Vancouver.
So that was
Yeah,
I
no,
love musicians, but
I think the entertainer, especially musicians, and even a little bit comedians now, because comedians with the worth of Netflix and stuff like that, they're kind of becoming a next generation of rock stars, like the Chris D'Elias and those kind of guys, where it's like understood that they bang a lot of chicks and stuff. And for me on tour, like just speaking to Melissa, like you couldn't deal with him being on the other side of the country and a musician who girls were in love with. When I've gone on tour before, when I've had girlfriends, they assume that it's just like, oh, all these girls are gonna love you. It's like comedians is like not really the same. Usually I'm back in the hotel watching fucking Storage Wars, eating chips on my bed after the show. Like it's not a same experience as a musician. But then I did this comedy music show where it was the Todd Shapiro show Christmas party, and I was a comic, and there was this band on it. We shared a green room. The band had like a fucking gangbang like in the green room, and I'm like the comedian being
Nice.
like, "Hey, I forgot my keys in here. Sorry, guys." Just like, don't mind me. Just, I see you guys are all banging. I'm not getting an invitation. Excuse me, I just got my car keys. You're like, can you lift your butt cheek, sir? Just get me my car keys. So I don't know. I think musicians have this sexual allure to them that's undeniable.
Definitely.
I think. This one's a big one for me as a no. Potheads.
That's a big turn on.
Turn on?
Yes.
Whoa, Tyler, Melissa?
Yeah.
I'm not against it. It's not something like it's not a quality I look for. But I like to drink my wine. So, I have a glass of wine every night with dinner, and I have friends that would rather smoke pot than have wine. So it depends on, I guess it depends on how much. And how much it consumes your life, I guess, too.
Yeah. So, well, that's why I kind of word it as potheads, because I don't think there's anything wrong with people who smoke dope. But those people, like, I remember when I used to be on online dating, the girls would have in their profile, like, 420 friendly, let's burn. And I'd be like, nope. I would just, first of all, because I don't smoke weed at all. And we've had that conversation on this show before. It gives me anxiety, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I think there's just something about... And again, this is not against potheads. Nothing. I think if you smoke weed and you have a job and all that kind of stuff and whatever, I just find with pothead culture and more so hippie culture, there's a lack of ambition that I don't find attractive. Or I find it unattractive to be like, I don't care, dude. We're just gonna smoke weed all day, and I'm gonna go to work and do what I have to do, and then smoke weed all night. It's like when you get into that place, I don't know. I think it's an off for me.
Yeah.
Tyler, why is it an on? Obviously, you're a weed smoker, so you're like, let's burn and fuck type situation.
Yeah, like if you can, smoke a bong with me and then diddle, like I'm here for that. Like that's hot.
I've heard this on the internet and memes and stuff that like sex and stuff on being high is just that much better.
Yeah, it's great. It's actually so much better.
See, I would be, if I was stoned and having sex, I'd be thinking about blood flow and the universe and just be scared.
Oh no, like it makes me slutty. Like
just
I'm
be
great.
scared.
Yeah.
I think my penis would do the opposite thing. It would go up rather than out because I'm just thinking about like you're gonna die someday.
God.
That's how I am when I get stoned. But then again, after a fucking 60 of Bombay gin, I am.
Yeah.
That's my. I don't know if slutty's the word, but it's more the more like hey, what are you doing? Like I'm the more Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
What are you guys going? But then I've taken it too far. Then I'm at the bar being like, who wants to fucking make out? I gotta find a balance in that. Sometimes I go too far. But so potheads is a no for me. As an okay, it's a neutral. That's your neutral, Melissa. Congratulations. And
I don't know if I've said no to anything. Since
no, I
we've
don't.
been talking.
I don't
Like,
think.
I'm
Oh no,
stuck.
we just did piercings. Piercings you did.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not a whore after all.
Just a hair.
Yeah. Tidbit.
Just one piercing's worth, actually. Okay, this one's more again for guys than girls. I don't know too many girls who are like this, but car people. People are into big trucks.
I
or like,
love trucks.
Yeah,
Trucks.
Melissa, tell us. Go.
Oh, I do, and classic cars too, like old cars. Like, but trucks are my thing. Like, if a truck drives by my house, I'm always like, who's in the truck?
And no wonder why you fucking moved to the country. You're like, what are you doing today, Melissa? Oh, Mama's just gonna be looking out the window at all the trucks. I'm getting a Ram today. I'm getting a Chevy today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a fucking I don't know
love
any other
trucks.
truck brands, but Mama's gonna be looking for some truckers.
Yeah.
Let's take it to the extreme end. Would you ever date a truck driver, like a long haul truck driver?
Yeah.
Tyler, okay, we know your answer. You're like, how do you think I got to California last time? Melissa, would you ever date a long haul truck driver?
No, I don't think so. No, definitely not. Actually.
Okay. Okay, well, that's a firm one. That's a no. That's a turn off.
Yeah.
So sorry if there's any truck drivers watching. We apologize.
Melissa's not into it.
Sister says truck gives a dude like a solid 3 extra points. Melissa Holly's on your team.
Yeah. Oh,
Nicole says muscle cars.
Muscle cars, yeah.
This is a hetero thing. I don't know a single gay guy that has like a super nice muscle car or anything. But I mean, it's kind of sexy. Like,
This is a question for you. What's a gay car? What's a car that you're like, that's our gay car?
I don't know, like a fucking smart car. Like
yeah, I could see that, a Prius.
Yeah, like
something
electric. Something
you know what? You know what? I'm just gonna
plugs in.
I was gonna say something that plugs in. It's something you can get a lot in the back seat.
yeah.
Oh, I killed myself. A lot in the back seat. Yeah, well, like a minivan or something. 7 in the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fucking 18-wheeler.
Okay. Yeah, I think like a Nissan Leaf is a gay car. I think that's a gay man's car. A Leaf, it's compact. It's gay. Yeah, I have a problem with...
A Miata is also gay.
Oh, that's a very... Yes.
Yeah.
My girlfriend's dream car. Trucks. Trucks, not truck drivers, Amanda says. That's fair. I think trucks... Yeah. I think a truck for a turn-on, even bigger turn-on. This is a good one. Motorcycles. Melissa?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tyler, talk to me.
Yeah, motorcycle is going to be sexy. I'm into that.
Yeah.
I feel like the motorcycles is like a death. Like you're going to lose that guy very quickly because like motorcycles are so dangerous. It's like that James Dean, like
it's like thrilling. Yeah.
Yeah, he lives on
you
the
might
decks.
fall off the side and die. You know, that's something sexy in that.
And you're like, I've never been to a fuck funeral.
Yeah. But I have fucked at a funeral.
Yeah, you know what? Funerals are a big turn on. I'm sorry,
Everyone's
pal.
so horny at funerals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I think it is? It's because everyone is embracing life.
Yeah.
It's everyone's like, oh, I'm alive. Let's fuck. Okay.
Everyone's embracing life and cum.
Yeah. It's a circle of life situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's gross. And we're not talking about at the funeral. We're talking about like a week later. If anyone, if my priest is watching. Tyler, I believe in you. Okay, we're gonna move on. I think my mom's still watching.
Sorry, mom.
What's a Fiat? It's an Italian car. Fix it again, Tony. Okay. Oh, this one was kind of alluded to before, and I wanted to bring this one up as a turn on, turn off. Cockiness.
No, turn off.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Definitely not.
no.
Yeah. Okay. I will say this about myself. I straddle the line of confidence and cockiness. I know I do. I'm aware of where I dance on that line. And sometimes when I cross that line into cockiness, it's more of a joke based on self-esteem issue. It's more of like if I haven't been to the gym that week and my arms aren't looking jacked, I'll be like, yo, I'm fucking jacked. Like it's like it's more of a, I'm not doing this enough, so I need to bring I don't know. It's like a confidence, cocky straddle, line I straddle, and I'm aware of that. I'm very aware of that. I think confidence in both men and women is a huge turn on. I think everything I've gotten in my life that's positive has come from a confident decision.
Yeah.
Even this podcast, even this show, I was like, I'm not sure that I've never done this before. I don't know how to run this program. I don't know how to do all of this stuff, but I'm confident that I'm able to figure it out. And I'm confident that when I get into it, I'll be able to excel. And that confidence, like I've shot my shot with girls way out of my league, like 17 points out of my league. And at one time, a girl, actually it backfired. A girl was like, hey, I know you're super funny and stuff, but I'm kind of offended that you thought you could talk to me. And I was like,
she said that to you?
Horrible.
She said that, and I was like,
That's
okay, well,
horrible.
you're cocky. I was confident. Now we fucking whatever. But I've shot my shot with overly attractive women. The girl I'm with now is gorgeous, and she actually, crazy part, she shot her shot with me. That's a whole other story. We'll do a relationship episode, but confidence and cockiness. But when you cross that line, I think if you do it too much, if you're overly confident too often and don't show any humility, it's over. It's off for everyone. Guys, girls, gays, lesbians, whatever you are. If you're a cocky fucking asshole, it's over. Confidence is key.
Agreed.
Cockiness is gross. Huge difference. Melissa, you're the best. That's you, sweetheart. We're getting down there. Okay, here we go. This one is interesting. Intelligence level. What's a big on? That's obviously a big on.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Who's gonna say smart isn't sexy? Like
you know what's funny? I saw when I was back on online dating a couple months ago. Someone wrote, "I'm a big sapiosexual," and I had to Google it, and I was like, "That's not a good sign." Because sapiosexual is sexually attracted to intelligence, and I had to Google it. I was like, and I wrote, we matched, and I was like, is it a bad sign that I had to Google what sapiosexual meant? And she's like, haha, yeah. And then that was it. So that was a quick one. So yeah, intelligence is huge. I think that's an easy one. I just so I can make that joke about the sapiosexual. PDA, public display of affection. Is that an on or an off? Let's talk.
no.
Yeah, it doesn't that. Sorry, there. I had to take out my. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you actually better now, I think.
Oh, really? Oh, okay, perfect.
That was a funny little giggle. Okay, perfect. Let's talk PDA, Melissa.
Yeah, not too much. Like if they want to hold my hand, like I've had guys reach across the table during dinner and hold my hand, and that's okay. Yeah, like not making out. I don't really want to make out in front. Although. Okay,
here we go. There's a story coming.
Although I have been, pushed up against my Jeep a few times.
Oh, okay. Melissa Kelly, Boudoir Photography. Let's talk.
You changed my perspective. Yeah, I'm here for this now.
You're like, how public and how A?
In which A?
Okay, all right. Melissa, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. So yeah, I've been pushed up against my Jeep and kissing, against my Jeep, and
and I've seen your Jeep too. That's a nice Jeep.
Thank you. And yeah, like I like that. Like that was kind of I didn't see that coming. So it was good. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. So yeah, it was good.
Yeah, okay. I think when we come to agreement, I think there's different levels of PDA and appropriate public places. So I agree. I think it's an off in a setting. Like if I see someone making out in a restaurant, ugh. Like in this happen, I'm in tour in Montreal a lot, and they say Montreal's kind of the city of lovers in Canada. It's like Canada's Paris. I was in a restaurant in Montreal. This was like 7 p.m. I was eating before I had to do a show at the Comedy Works. And there was like a young couple, I'd say like early 20s, just like fucking, like very heavily making out and petting in like a Moxie's.
In a restaurant?
Yeah, like in like a...
At what time?
It's like 7 p.m.
Okay, yeah, that's early.
And I was...
For that.
You're like, throw a happy hour on it and we'll talk. I was so like, ugh, like, but hand holding, I got no problem with. Hugging, kissing, couple pecks, whatever, that's cool. That in a kind of restaurant bar setting type situation.
What about at a club, like at a bar?
So yeah, I was just gonna bring up, for a number of years in my early 20s and even mid 20s and even late 20s, I was a make-out bandit. Like I was the dude who just like would be making out with anybody at that Absinthe or Sizzle. Or,
I'd still make out in a bar.
Yeah, get it, Melissa.
I would still make out in a bar.
I still do that,
yeah.
obviously.
I would be a big make-out guy. Not so much anymore, especially now that the bars are closed. It's just awkward. You can't make out leaning against like a fucking boarded-up window. But yeah,
do you guys remember making out like in this fucking COVID?
Remember going out and making out with a stranger? What a concept!
Jesus Christ, I missed that. Like dance floors and
I was for a number of years, big make-out fucking bandit, and I don't have a problem, especially if you're fucking gin drunk. It's midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, whatever. Because I live at home, still 30 years old in 4 weeks. A lot of my sexual activity takes place outside of this house. So sometimes you have to get creative. Come Jeeps, Melissa. You know what the funniest story about that story is? Is your Jeep says Melissa Kelly Boudoir in massive writing across. So
I know.
Someone's like, who's that? Well, white-haired, full sleeve babe making out. Like, oh, there's her website. We'll look it up, and then you probably get some clients.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah, no, fuck it. That's good branding. You're like, look at what you can get if you're confident in your body. So I think in that sense, but it's not necessarily you're in the general public, but it's not public. And in that sense, it's an on. I'd say that's an on. I'll turn that on. Let's do that. You know what I mean? Tyler, you just make out in a Moxie's at 7:30? Let's not do 7. That's crazy. 7:30.
I mean, not a restaurant setting, although I have when I was much younger, but like older and like my 30s now, I wouldn't do that. I know better as like a human.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if you're at the club and you're fucking wasted, like, yeah, all bets are off. Yeah, you're like handies all the way. Moxie's great ribs. Oh yeah, Eric, you naughty guy. Thank you very much. All St. Francis were bad. That's a bunch of guys I went to elementary school. Yeah, we were all pimps once we became adults. Melissa, this one's gonna seem like an attack on you, and I'm sorry, and it's not.
Oh my god.
Animal lovers, dog lovers, cat lovers. Is that someone who's overly loves their dog or their cat or the bird or whatever? Is that a turn on or a turn off for you?
Like I haven't really been with any cat lovers. Dog lovers, yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, like.
Oh my god! What a show! Oh, okay, cancel the rest of the episode. This is what we're doing now. Look at that dog. Look at that.
He just came up right as you asked that question.
Well, let's go. Go get your dog and a shot of tequila. We'll talk to this dog for a second.
Yeah. It's my roommate's dog.
Okay, well, whatever. Yeah. We made him turn off the TV. We can at least showcase his dog.
Why So does that turn you off if a girl has loves a dog?
Okay, no, you know what? No, it's not a turn off. I take an issue. I don't mind like baby voice. Like even when I saw that, I'm like, dog, you little skip. Like I'll do that with a dog. But if a girl, I've had girlfriends like this who constantly are speaking. And Melissa, I know you do this. I've seen it on your Instagram. I'm sorry. But we're constantly like, come here, if it's fucking
do.
constant, I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I don't do
Yeah.
constant though.
No, I know. See, again, I said it's gonna
Okay.
seem like an attack, but it's not. Melissa, go get a drink. You're making me anxious by how little alcohol's in that glass. Just go run, quick. Tyler and I will
Okay.
do a dog story. Go, run,
Yeah.
get out of here. Fucking go.
Yeah.
Go me.
Go. I'm sorry.
Okay.
run.
I once banged a dude that I met at a dog park just because he had a cute puppy. So
So it's an on for you.
yeah, but for a dog, not a cat. And like I do get like the whole like, you know, dog voice that people do. Like that
Yeah.
can get a little annoying. Yeah, like I totally get that. There has to be like a line there. for
Later that
sure.
evening, you guys were hooking up, and you're like,
Oh yeah, like 100%. It was a really fucking cute dog. It was like a fucking husky or something.
oh
Puppy,
shit.
like,
How was the dog
obviously.
owner? Cute?
I was willing to. Did you want my honest answer? Or what?
Yes, please. That's what the show's all about. And I literally almost did a 1940s spit take. I almost spit at the
You
camera.
did. I
Yeah.
hope you did.
Oh god.
Yeah, no, the dog was cute. The guy was like, okay, but I mean,
Yeah.
it was a dry time of the month.
And this, this is kind of. I used to watch a lot of One Girl, Five Gays.
Yes.
Michael Yerxa, who was a very popular character on that show.
Friend of mine. Yeah.
Okay, he cast me in this TV show called Splat-A-Lot.
Oh,
I was in a
okay,
TV
yeah.
show on YTV, and Yerxa was the casting director, and
Yeah.
he's a fantastic man, and
He just
and
won a Canadian
Screen Award for
yeah, just
Amazing
the other
Race
day.
Canada. Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a good friend of mine. Him and I have remained friends ever, and I remember. I remember on an episode he was talking about, like, they were talking about the promiscuity of the gay community.
Yeah.
And he got super offended, being like, fuck that, it's not like that, men, whatever. But to be honest, a lot of the stories I hear from gays was like, I don't know, I met some fucking guy in a dog park, he had a cute dog, so I fucked him. It's like, I hear a lot of stories, and in the straight community, that's like setting up for a serial killer situation. I've never fucked anyone who I met in a dog park. I've never been to a dog park. If I walked through a dog park dressed like this with the fucking jewelry on and shit, people would be like, call the cops, this guy's here to steal dogs. but because in the gay community, it's kind of like, oh my god, that's a cute dog, what's his name? And then like 45 minutes later, you guys are banging.
Yeah.
And again, this is not a judgment. I'm kind of jelly, a little jelly, to be honest.
I mean, there's, to his sentiment, there is truth in that. I mean, there are a lot of gay people that have a slutty phase or whatever, and a lot of people live vicariously through that. But I mean, it isn't for absolutely everyone, and some people decide not that that's the route they want to go. But a lot of us are whores.
Okay, well, good. That clears that up for me.
Yeah.
I just, again, it's like it's a thing. Yeah, it's a thing. But okay, let's move on. This kind of leads us into our next point. Is a bad boy, a bad girl?
Do you want to do that? Like,
Is he coming? You can bring your roommate on.
come here. They want to see it. Get your nipples out.
Okay, wow, this show just turned R-rated.
Yeah.
Hi.
This is my friend Levi.
Hi, Levi.
Yeah.
Welcome to the internet. You look
This
great.
is Eric Johnston live.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was amazing. So our next point, we're gonna round out this show. Bad girls, bad boys, like kind of even maybe even with a criminal past. Or
I have a story.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Melissa Kelly has a story. Let's give her. Hold on, I need to give you some more space here. I don't know how to do that. Hold on, let's see here.
Okay.
I'll move. No. Oh, I kicked her out. Okay, you know what? That's just me. That's just bigger.
Oh,
We'll come in. No. Okay, you know what? I don't know how to do this. I'm not a fucking nerd. So Melissa, go ahead. You got a story.
okay. So the last 3 years, I've basically been single. I've had a few relationships.
Yeah.
Not very long, but there was a certain someone that I was involved with, who I only was involved with him in the bedroom.
Whoa, he was an F buddy, as they would say.
Yes, but he was a very bad boy, and I kept it. But he was a bad boy to the point that I knew that I was only with him because he wasn't the type I would bring home to mom, to my daughter. Nothing. He was just strictly for that purpose. and so I was involved with him for quite a while.
Okay.
And then I got out of that because I did meet someone else.
Okay.
But it was a very good time, and it was strictly for that. There was no conversation. I laid down the rules as soon as we started talking. I was not to get a good morning text, a good night text. Don't ask me how my day was. Just ask me what I'm doing, and if we want to get together, then we'll get together.
Yeah.
So I did that for that last, I don't know, I think it was like 8 months or so.
Okay.
And
wait, hold on. I just want to pause for
exclusive.
just two quick things. Tyler, are you having issues with your audio? Is that why you're in and out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't hear Melissa?
I can't hear Melissa, but I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Because I could see your eyes going, I can't hear this. I can't hear this. I can't hear this. What I'm going to do, I'm going to kick you out and then just do, because the problem with this thing, just do the join session again like you did before, because I could tell you were having problems and I have some questions for Melissa.
Okay. Sorry.
It's okay. So it's okay. That's good. He's out.
Okay.
No, not like that's good. He's out. That's just good. We can focus on this. You made those ground rules. You made the don't text me good night, don't text me good morning. Just be like, where are you? Let's fuck situation.
No movies, no cuddling, no nothing, and that was it. Yeah. But he was a bad boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was a bad boy, and that's why I figured, he would probably be good, and he was. And then
you're like, well, he's been to prison, so he knows his way around.
Well, and now he's in jail for a very long time for a big bust.
Come on! Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it here first. Melissa Kelly fucked a criminal. Now he's. But you know what? To be honest, and this is not, and I'm not hitting on you in any way. You're a pretty good. Period. You're a pretty good exclamation mark on a life of crime. If he's gonna bang anyone exclusively, you're a pretty good choice until he goes to jail for the rest of his life. And that's just being truthful. Hey, sweetie, are you back? Can you hear us?
Hi, yes.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I can. Now.
Okay, so long and short of it, Melissa fucked a guy to jail for the rest of his life.
I'm gonna have to rewatch this to get that story.
Yeah, she's an accessory after the fact to murder.
Oh, perfect.
Well,
I like it.
Well, it wasn't murder, but it was like drugs and guns. And when he was busted, there was actually guns found under his bed.
That you used to bang in? Wow, powerful. Tyler, did you
crazy.
How did you feel about that one?
Melissa.
Crazy.
Dangerous.
I got out just in time, though.
Wow.
I ended it just in time.
For any of the Sopranos
Thank
fans,
God.
good thing it wasn't a Ralphie Cifaretto situation. Okay. That's a great one. Tyler, bad boys. Are you into a bad boy?
Yes. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Like I like them that they've been to jail. Yeah. Like colored past.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's funny. I
gotta get a charger.
Okay, go, Melissa. You're out again. I had this running joke that I do as a bit when if something illegal happens, like I don't know, something stupid like a jaywalking or something, I'll jokingly say, "Don't do that because I'm not going back to jail." And it's like just a joke that I've been doing for years, and it's funny watching different girls' reactions when I say stuff like that, because I'm like, don't cross the street, don't get jaywalked, I'm not going back to jail. Some girls will be like, really? And some girls are like, really? I was like, actually, if you follow me online, you'll notice I danced competitively for 7 years. I would not survive in jail. They would not let me bring my body butter in.
See, I think I do really well in jail.
Yeah, you'd be like,
just for my talent alone.
Oh, it's amazing. Okay, we're gonna fly through the rest of these because it's been a chatty one. We're an hour 35 in. We usually do 90 minutes. I think we'll do closer to 2 hours. Okay, Melissa, you back?
Sorry.
Okay. Get your noggin.
Sorry,
in
there
here.
we go.
And you got a little boob action too. That's why that guy went to jail.
Oh, Jesus.
I like that.
No,
my
get it
God.
out. Let the girls out. Go ahead. I need more shares.
It's a tequila.
That's your secret. That's how you get in, boys.
Oh my God.
Give her a shot of tequila. I will say this, ladies and gentlemen, this so far has been the most watched episode of Eric Johnston Live to date.
Get out.
I appreciate anyone who shared and watched this show already. If you can see us right now, please share this episode. We've had my sister shared it, Nathan shared it, comedians sharing humor during COVID has shared it, Luigi has shared it, Chuck has shared it, Dave shared it, more people have shared it who I can't see. So as we round out this show, as we finish up, if you can see our threesome here, if you can see our threesome, please share this stream, because this will be a groundbreaking episode of Eric Johnston. We'll have close to 600 to 700 live viewers here on Facebook. And as I remind everyone, thank you so much for watching. I will go back to this. Melissa Kelly, at Melissa Kelly Boudoir. Follow her. Tyler says, relax. Follow him. He's hilarious. This has been such an amazing show, but we are not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. But I appreciate you guys sharing this stream. Like I said, this will be the most watched episode of Eric Johnston Live. This is episode 12, guys. I've just been doing this for just about 2 months now, and it's been so fantastic, and so I'm so happy with how this has turned out. I need to perform, I need to tell jokes, I need to talk, and I need to get to know people. Tyler and I did not know each other 6 hours ago. Now we're going to be best friends forever.
Yes.
And I'm going to bring him on the road with me as my gay brother opening act.
So
Melissa, you can shoot the whole thing. It'll be fantastic. So we're going to keep going
right.
here. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been so great. Thank you so much. Now, we're going to go on to the next one, which is, I had to scroll up, muscles. Big muscly guys. Is that a thing? Yes? On?
I can take it or leave
Yes
it.
or no? Yeah,
Okay.
take it or leave it.
I've put a lot of
Thanks.
wasted time into my biceps.
I mean, it's hot, but I mean, I don't need it.
I think for me, a jacked girl. I've dated some professional bodybuilders. Here's the thing. This is how it usually goes with a woman. They're a thicker girl. They're getting heavy into working out. Then they lose a bunch of weight, and then they're like, now I'm going to be a personal trainer. Then they get into personal training. Then they get into competitions, and then they get fucking jacked. And that's happened with like 10, 15 girls I know. And then they go back, and then they do personal training, whatever. And that's their path, and I think that's a great job. But I've been with them both as a relationship or sexually or whatever at all stages. And I was with a girl once who was like more muscular than I'm. And I'm a pretty big. Hold on, let's go wide view, guys.
See the guns.
I'm a pretty big guy. I got some.
Where's the
pretty
beach?
Confederation Park. Do the works. It's that way. I've been with a girl who was as big as me. Her dick wasn't as big as mine, but it was her arms. Her arms were, and her whole. She was competing at the time, so I wasn't. I think I'll use my neutral, because it wasn't an off, but it definitely wasn't an on. I wasn't like, ooh, look at those delts. Like I was just like, oh, that's nice. You really take care of yourself. It was more of a neutral thing. But I think, yeah, muscles can be a take or leave situation. Big muscles, but not competing style. Thank you. Muscles always. Yeah, Nathan likes a muscly gal. This is an interesting one. Drinkers, and I don't mean socially. I mean like someone who's a fucking party animal, borderlining on a problem. Is that an off?
Yes.
Is that an on?
Off.
Turn
off.
Turn off. Yeah. I think there's something to be said for like the life of the party, but when it becomes concerning, that's an off. You don't want to deal. Life is hard enough. You know what I mean? And I could say this open. My dad was an alcoholic, and there's some alcoholism. Runs in a lot of families, not just my family. A lot of families in this Stony Creek Hamilton community. And I think it's a thing. If you really love someone, if you're in a relationship with someone, they develop a problem. That's different. But when you're just like dating someone, you don't want to be like, oh, so we went on this date. He drank 12 tequilas, puked in the parking lot. Like, you don't. That's not. I mean, it's happened, but you don't want to date that.
No.
This one's for me. Really, I just want to know how important this is. A sense of humor.
So important.
Yeah.
Turn on.
Yeah.
You're right.
Huge.
Must. Yeah. Sense of humor is really sexy.
Thanks. No, I think it is important. I think not only for girls are attracted to a man of a sense of humor, and I know that to be true. And I think a girl.
Do you find a lot of women have a sense of humor?
See,
Eric?
that's a great question. That's the next point I was going to bring up. In my dating history, one of two things have happened. A woman who's dating me either tries to compete with me, who feels like they have to constantly be on and trying to make me laugh, or they become dwarfed by my big personality and sense of humor, and they become small. And I don't like that. I don't want someone to become less so I can shine.
Right, yeah.
I am a big believer, not only in relationships, but in friendships and in comedy shows and stuff. Guys, we're all in this together. We are trying to succeed in making the audience laugh and our peers laugh and each other laugh. I know that I'm a lot. This show has showcased that I'm a lot. But there's some times where I can just sit on the couch and not speak for like 8 hours. And like I'm on my phone, I'm watching TV. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm a kind of a sensitive dude where I'm not always on. I can just be a person. What happens is the girlfriend then thinks, oh, I have to be funny all the time because he's funny all the time. What I find works best in a relationship for me is we have those kind of funny moments. Like my current girlfriend and I were in the car the other day just doing like funny voices to each other where we were both fucking killing ourselves laughing. We're just driving down Gray's Road going like, yeah, and she'd be like, it was just a stupid, silly thing. We were both fucking dying laughing. That was fun. That was cute. That was this thing that we did. But it's like when I've dated girls or been on dates with girls, like, so did you hear the one about the priest and the whatever? And they're trying to do material on me, and I'm like, oh no. Just be
natural.
Just be naturally funny. Be naturally funny in conversation, like how we all are right now, and how even in the comments, it's become its own thing. It's become its own funny thing. Everyone's laughing together and watching the show and laughing, and that is fucking huge. I think laughter, and I've noticed recently, especially in this COVID, in this pandemic, it's like, how isn't everything fucking hilarious right now? Like, not in the last couple of days with what's going on in the States and the police brutality and all that kind of stuff. That's not necessarily funny, but before that, even the memes about COVID and stuff, the internet, everything was just so fucking funny.
Yeah, it was lit.
Everything is on fire right now. Everything is Minneapolis is actually on fire, but everything other than the world that people think are on fire, the internet is on fire because everyone's using humor to get through this, and that
we need it right now.
Is the secret of life, and I think that is so important in a relationship, in life, in love, in happiness, in friendship. If you can laugh together genuinely, it's so fucking important. Holly brings up a good one. Devout religion or spirituality. Is that an on or an off? Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's a no.
That's going to be a no for me, Doug.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Not about that.
Yeah, Melissa, no. And I think, here's the thing. I think we're all heathens in this group. But I don't think there's anything wrong. Patrick Coppolino has a great line. Local comedian says, "I was raised Catholic, so I don't believe in God." And I think that's the way. I think that's perfectly describes. I think people of our age group, where it's like, yeah, we went to Catholic school, but Catholic I think there's guilt. I think there's a lot to discover. And that being said, like, I think my kids will go to Catholic school because I think they're just better schools. You know what I mean? My kids are going to get baptized and confirmed and all that kind of stuff because that's a fun family party. It's more of the tradition in that way rather than I'm like, hey, there's a guy in the sky and his son was here, and if you don't believe in that, you're not part of our family. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be like, hey, we're having you a baptism. I know you can't see or create memories right now, but we're going to have a fucking sick time. It's like, that's my relationship with my future religion.
But like a man sprinkling water on your baby's head, does that do anything or mean anything to you?
It doesn't mean anything to me. It's the party.
Yeah, I mean, I get the silliness or the party and the tradition, but I mean, what does that even matter? Like,
the guy was like, now you're welcome to the kingdom of God. It's like, what kind of God wouldn't let you into his kingdom of heaven if you didn't have water sprinkled on your head? I don't.
Right.
That's not the God I want to follow.
I've had tons of things sprinkled on my head.
Put it this way, you've been baptized in a lot of ways.
By many, many different things, yes.
Even priests.
even people, all of it.
Thank you, Holly. That's a good one. Hard pass. Interesting to hear about other people's. But yeah, I think it's interesting. Like, I think if someone told me that she was like if a girl told me she was like a Buddhist or something, I'm like, what's that about? I'd kind of have that relationship. Okay, let's keep moving here. We're crushing it. We're almost done. Adult braces. Has anyone ever dated anyone with adult braces?
I think it's cute, but not sexy. It's like, aw.
Yeah, Melissa?
Look at you getting your little straight teeth.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never really thought of that actually.
Yeah, really. I don't know. I think the only thing it would really affect is makeouts. That's kind of a silly one. I just threw it in there. Freckles. On
Yeah,
off.
freckles are fun.
Can be cute.
Yeah,
I think on. I think that's my Irish background. Loves a good
Yeah.
freckle. My current has freckles on her arms, and she's like, "There, I have freckles." I'm like, "That's fucking amazing."
Yeah, that's cute.
This one's, I don't know. This one's controversial. This one's gonna stir up some controversy. Country music, Melissa. If the partner loves country music.
I have such an eclectic taste in music. So as long as they can, if they like just country,
Like, would you ever
And I have been
go to Boots and Hearts, or have you been to Boots and Hearts?
oh, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, of course I would. Yeah. Oh yeah. Like I love country too. Like I and I love the old school hip hop, and I love rock and everything. Like I have such a, eclectic taste in music. As long as you're familiar with, if we can have conversations, like my last boyfriend that I was with, being a musician, it was very easy for him and I to have conversations about music. Although he wasn't one for like hip hop and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So when he was around, I kind of respected that, I guess, and I just listened to more of what he listens to, like the metal and the hard rock and stuff. But I'm very versatile. Like, yeah, I think as long as they're open-minded and they don't criticize. I don't like it when someone criticizes my musical taste, and I wouldn't do it to theirs.
Wow,
Like-
that's a very mature answer. Because
Yeah,
I
no.
was like, fuck country, fuck country, fuck country. I was ready to just spray and pray. I will say this, and I about my relationship with country music. I don't listen to it, and I don't necessarily care for it. But I will say this: I've been to country shows, stuff that I've been involved in with media companies and stuff, and country music concerts are the most fun you'll ever have with a group of people in your life. And I'm not exaggerating
they are
or
fun.
kidding. Everyone's in such a good mood. Everyone's drunk. Everyone's trying to like dance and love. And there's some country douchebags. Like I met some guys at the Calgary Stampede where I'm like, I don't want to be around you ever. Guys and girls. But for the most part, it's like let's dance and have fun and drink Bud Light and fucking look at the sunset and ride tractors and roll around in the dirt. And there's something to be said for that kind of allure, but you'll never hear, like, I have every type. My iPod or my Spotify will go from like Frank Sinatra to Wu-Tang Clan to like jazz music to like David Guetta to like fucking My Chemical Romance. But you'll never hear like a Dierks Bentley on my Spotify or anything like that.
So what if you went to her house and she's trying to, get things moving.
And she's like, I want to put you in a song for me.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean. And to say,
I've had sex to that song once before. I'm just kind of like, it's cool. I'm not gonna be like, turn this fucking shit off. I'm just like, I'm not trying to hear right now. It's not my focus, So
Music during sex.
Yeah, no, I don't. I like Steely Dan. I'm kidding. I like. No, I was kidding. But you could do some Drake. You could do some Fleetwood Mac. You could slow it down with a little Stevie Nicks, or you can speed it up a little Nikki Sixx. Either you could do whatever you want. I'm currently listening to a fucking a playlist called 80s Pool Party, so I'm crazy. I can listen to anything. Tyler, you country music? Yes, no?
No,
but country boys
not.
though.
Yeah, but not music. I can't do that.
You're like, we'll hang out, but do you mind if I put these earplugs in?
Yeah, no, not about it.
This is a big one for people. Feet.
I hate feet.
Oh, thank God, Melissa.
Ugh.
Tyler?
No.
Off?
Yeah,
that's a big off. That's a big off for me. We're not giving people enough time to comment on, especially fucking feet. But that's an off. I'm gonna move on.
Yeah.
Potty mouth, like someone who just swears way too much. Is that on? Is on off? Yeah. I'm a clean comedian. I call myself a Canadian clean comic, where I swear on stage, but I don't go anything too dirty. I don't mind if people swear. But guys and girls, but especially girls if I'm dating them, and they're like,
I fucking like,
Or even if they're like, ah, fuck a blowjob, fuck, like they start talking like a trucker. I'm like, okay, let's bring it back a little bit. I jokingly say to girls, like, stop it, you're a lady, ma'am, you're a lady. And they're like, oh, am I swearing too much? But that being said, my sister, who I love very much, she swears like a fucking trucker. It's crazy. You know,
I swear if I'm angry. Like
yeah, no, Holly will be like, I'll be like, Holly, how was your day? She'll be like, fucking, like, I don't know what it is about our family. My sister
love Holly.
swears. Yeah, she's the best, but yeah, she swears.
I love her.
Feet are gross. I know we got bet to that. Nathan likes feet, or maybe potty mouth. I don't know where we're at. But that's cool. This one's kind of connected to feet, but shoes. Does it matter when you meet a man what kind of shoes he's wearing, Melissa or Tyler?
They've got to work with the outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it.
I'd say they like the shoes got to work with what they're wearing. If they're not matched correctly, then it's a no.
Yeah, no, fuck that. For guys, obviously, I don't give a shit. For me personally, I'm talking about like I wear like suede Chelsea boots to Fortinos. Like I don't fuck around with footwear. I don't wear anything like running shoes or anything like that, or like hiking boots. I've never been on a hike. Why the fuck would I wear hiking boots? Girls can pretty much wear whatever. A girl can look good in a flip flop, a fucking Toms, or a high heel. I don't give a shit. You can look good in a pair of combat boots if you put it together correctly. This is an interesting one. Manscaped / wax. Does it matter? Is it on? Is it an off?
It's preferred.
Preferred? That's okay.
Yeah.
Tyler?
Yeah.
So like Manscaped, like do you mean nothing or like?
You can talk bald eagle, or you could talk like trimmed.
Yeah, like
Trimmed is
I
nice.
trim the grass, but like I want something. You know what I mean? Like
okay.
Not like a baby, like nothing. Like that's
Yeah,
weird.
Yeah,
I need like something
And
like
wash.
yeah. Oh yeah.
obviously.
And
Yeah,
clean.
please. Hello, especially in the gay culture. That's really important.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than like a musty old smell of balls. You know what I mean? Like, fucking wash those motherfuckers.
You're like, I'm not doing it myself, god damn it.
But I will.
You're like, depends if I'm at a funeral or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's some guys are like, I like my girls to be like bald as an eagle, and then they're like bushy and fucking gross. It's like, no, you don't get to make that decision then. You're not allowed to make that decision. I have just recently bought a fucking Manscaped trimmer. Guys in the room watching, of all sexualities. The Manscaped trimmer, this is not an ad, they're not sponsoring me, I wish they were, is the best thing that is ever for my body. I have a full body fade. Everything is perfect. Trimmed. I faded up from my kneecaps onto the middle. I did the tops of my wrists because I hate like hairy wrists. I trimmed down armpits. Like I am like a fucking like.
Do you have body hair?
I don't really have it to begin with. Like I don't have any hair on my arms. Like these are my naturally. Like, I don't shave my arms or anything. Okay. But yeah, everything else like from the neck down is like faded and coiffed and gelled and powdered, and it's like it's an art piece. It's an installation. So yeah, if you guys are into that, manscaped.com. Sensitivity. This is an interesting one. If a guy's overly sensitive, if he's a crier or
No.
girl, yeah,
Turn off.
Yeah,
turn off.
I'm a little bit of a baby, but I can hold it together. Like I'm a Cancer, so I'm overly emotional.
I'm a Cancer.
I'm like, no wonder why we're getting along so well.
Yes.
July 11th, luckiest day of the year, 7-11.
July 21st, 10 days later.
Oh
bitch.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, look at this. We'll talk after the show. We'll have a group birthday party.
Little Kai.
But yeah, so I'm an emotional cat. I think if a guy's constantly down in the dumps, if a guy's running fucking Eeyore on you, it's bad. Yeah. And I also don't like when I'm dating a girl to be like overly like a crier, a baby. Like I was dating a chick who like if you looked at her the wrong way, she's like, "Are you mad at me?" Like just starts fucking. And I'm like, grow up. There's worse things in life than you dropped your fucking ice cream cone. Like, grow up. I have that, but I also have a very sensitive side. July 17th, Stacy. Oh my God, look at a bunch of crabs hanging out.
What up?
Handyman / handy women.
Yes, please.
Okay, Tyler.
I mean, yeah, it's a turn on because I don't know how to do anything at all.
Same.
So, like, I do find it attractive if someone knows how to do everything on my behalf.
Yeah, I don't have
Yeah.
all this stuff behind me is taped because I can't swing a fucking hammer. You know what I mean? Like, if I lean against this entire wall, it's just gonna go. Because I don't know how to fucking do that. And I think some guys are attracted by a girl who are like, so me and my wife built a deck. It's like, she know how to do this? Like, oh, she's great on the skill sauce. Some guys are fucking into that. I'm just like, we're going to hire somebody regardless because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. We're down to our last couple here, guys. If your partner's a flirt, not with you, but with just the general public.
Oh,
Nope.
I see.
Nope.
Yeah. That's an off for you, Melissa? Yeah.
Yeah, no, and like it, and I can
I'm gonna
tell
agree.
too, like if they're by their social media, their Instagram, or that if there's a big following of women,
Yeah.
more so than
Yeah,
you know what I like.
yeah.
I do my research, so
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
do. Before you get
Do
thrown
some
up against the
digging.
Jeep. Yes, I'm Melissa Kelly. Yes, I'm Melissa Kelly. You're like, I looked at your Instagram. You passed. I said to my current that my social media, my relationship with social media is I'm constantly out there and I'm constantly liking stuff. Half the time I'm not even looking. Like, I'm just like scrolling, tap, tap, scroll, tap, tap, scroll, share, scrap, whatever. I call a lot of people like Bay, or like even when I message Tyler, I'm like, here's the link,
did.
Bay.
He did.
Like,
He did.
I just think that's a funny and cute way to talk to people. So
Yeah,
that way,
it's
I think that's
ridiculous.
not being a flirt. It's more of just kind of my brand, I guess. I don't know. Shit. I throw a lot of hard eyes around and kiss emojis and whatever. But if I'm with someone, I'm with someone. I don't. You're not going to see me at the bar being like,
Same.
so, like, what do you do for a living? Like, you ever
Yeah.
danced at a wedding with a guy like me? Like, I'm not doing that kind of shit. But I am inquisitive about people's lives. I think it's important to be. So I kind of straddle that line. But if my girlfriend's flirting with another dude, she'll die. So that'll be over. Okay, we're almost done.
Respect.
Last two, guys. Last two. Here we go. The last one, or second last one, is I saved the heavy ones for last. Overly aggressive sex. People, when someone's really into that, like, I'm talking about like a couple clicks below Giangameshi. Like, just like, like, I'm talking about serious people who are like, I like to fucking punch and pull and kick and yeah. Is that on? Melissa's thinking.
I
mean,
like it to a point. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to be bruised and bleed or broken or anything like that. But
Yeah.
like I want someone to be into me, and I don't want someone, if they're all being gentle and
Yeah, you don't.
soft.
You don't want to be made love to all the time.
No.
Sometimes you want to be pushed against a Jeep, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Pick
Tyler,
one and
you?
have your way.
I know. I feel the same way. Like, it can be super hot to a point, and even like I'm sure we've all like had a sex bruise or two walking out of a fucking frat house, right? But
I mean, not personally, but I went to theater school and there was no fraternities allowed on our campus. But yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah, no, but I mean, it can be hot to a degree, but then there is a point.
Then
where-
then you feel a little concerned and you're like, please stop hitting me. Please stop hitting me.
yeah, yeah.
You're like, I can't breathe.
Why do you hate yourself so much?
Yeah, I think I think when it goes on to another level, that's a little bit of a self-hatred. It's a little bit of it's more of a psychological thing than a sensual thing. And then when you cross that line, you're like, please stop hitting me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was with I was with a girl once who was like, fucking, like, hit me! I was like,
No.
I was right. I'm a gentleman. I'm a fucking gentleman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's move on from that. I think my mom's still watching. So, the last question, and this is kind of a broader, because it kind of to our last one where it's aggressive. That's a fetish.
Oh.
Is someone who has a freaky, over the top fetish. Is that an on or an off, Melissa? I can see your wheels spinning from here.
Off.
Off?
Yeah,
That's an off?
No.
Like, would you wouldn't dress
Yeah,
like a
no,
clown or anything?
Oh no.
No.
It depends on the fetish,
No.
I think.
Tyler, I knew you were going to have
agree-
that stance.
I agree.
It depends what fetish we're talking about. I mean, obviously, like a clown, no.
Yeah.
But like, there's what are we talking? You know?
I don't know. So people in the comments, Stacy put whips and chains. Stacy's into this shit.
I don't mind like my hands behind, you know.
Yeah, like a little
restraint, my wrist restraint.
I've totally fucked
me.
in a sling, and that's like kind of like whips. And
like one
shit,
of those
so,
the things with the
yeah.
How was that? That's like putting that together like it's like IKEA furniture. You got to build something before you can have sex.
Like I said before, I wasn't there to put it together. I was just there to fucking make use of it. But it was a good time. I surprised myself, and it wasn't as all that bad. Like I kind of liked it. So
okay, so that's I think.
I probably like that too.
Don't judge a book by its cover, is what I'm saying. Like, don't judge something.
Don't knock it till you try it type situation.
Yeah, because you might like all of a sudden you might come really hard, and then you might be like, oh well, fuck. Like here we go.
There it is. Nathan works for Stag Shop, so we said there's too many to name. But I will say this: I respect fetishes. If you're into them, God bless you. I recently I found out not necessarily how these fetishes develop. I saw the progression recently is what I'm telling you. I'll do this in the cleanest way possible. I've been letting, especially you, Tyler, I've been letting you run with the bulls here with content. I try to keep things cleaner, even though I've been talking about.
Sorry.
No, I want you to be this way.
Okay.
I'll just try to keep this as clean as I possibly can. I was with a girl couple this months ago, 6, 8, 7, 8 months ago, who was really into the daddy thing.
Oh.
DADDY.
Yeah.
Call it, say it, text it, yell it, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Now I have an interesting relationship with my father. He died 9 days after my birthday, and daddy brings up bad memories for me. Like with saying the word daddy. I was watching home movies, making a documentary recently with Jay Perry called Chasing Footsteps, available on my YouTube page, and it's Jay Perry's birthday today. Happy birthday, Jay. There were some home movies where I was calling my dad daddy. Like, daddy. And I was like, oh, I don't know. I don't like that. But she really wanted it, and I allowed it and partook in it, and then we broke up, and then the next person I was kind of waiting for it and expecting it. You know what I mean? I was like, so you don't want to do the daddy thing? She's like, no, I'm not into that at all. I'm like, oh, this is how fetishes are born. Tyler, listen to me. We're almost done. He's talking to his roommate. Hello, daddy.
I'm sorry.
I said, this is how these things work, where a girl wanted it, and then I did it, and then by the next girl, I was like, oh, so we're going to do this daddy thing? And she's like, oh, no, not at all. And I was like, oh, that's how it, one person does it, then you do it one time, you do it another time, and then next thing you know, you're dressing like a clown, you're in a fucking swing set, there's fire coming out of your nipples, and you're like, this is what I'm into. Yeah, it's a weird fucking fetishes are weird. Okay.
It's a weird world.
So we are done with the questions, ladies and gentlemen. This has been like I said before, the most watched and commented and reacted episode ever of Eric Johnston Live ever. So if you're still watching, you're still in the comments, give yourselves a round of applause, the applause emoji. We love you so much on Eric Johnston Live.
Thank you.
We're not quite done yet. I think I'm going to do a quick closing remark. I'll say this. Turn-ons, turn-offs, it is what it is. And what we've learned tonight is everybody is different. With us three and the people in the comments and the people who shared, everyone kind of had a different opinion as to what their on and their off was, or their neutral was. I think at the end of the day, it comes down to love, man. It comes down to love and trust and care, respect, confidence, not cockiness. It comes down to Melissa's Jeep. It comes down to Tyler at funerals. It comes down to, at the end of the day, like Ellen DeGeneres says, just fucking love each other, man. Be kind to each other.
Be kind.
And figure out what you're into, what you like, and what you need, and what you want from not only relationships, but friendships, and people, and life, and drinks, whatever you're into. I think we can all agree.
Yes.
Just do it, man. Just fuck. Life's too short for bullshit.
Just fuck.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to remind everyone yet again. Tyler Harrison. Tyler says relax. And Tyler, you should change your Instagram name to Tyler says just fuck. Please follow Tyler on Instagram. This has been my favorite and most fun and most shared and most watched episode of Eric Johnston Live, and I knew it would be. We'll be back with episode 13 on Tuesday. It's all about luck. Lucky number 13. Ooh. It's all about luck, good luck, and bad luck. So if anyone's watching right now, and that's because Cass says that's because you were the 2 best guests. Bravo! That's my mom. She watched to the end, even with the daddy fetish thing. Thanks, Mom. And also, ladies and gentlemen, Melissa Kelly Boudoir. If you guys are you're doing those, you don't even have to do home workouts. I was gonna say, if you're doing those home workouts and feeling yourself and want to do a boudoir shoot, but not even if you're laying on the couch and fucking eating Cool Ranch Doritos like I am and still feeling yourself and want to do a boudoir shoot, you don't need. You can have any body. You can have any height. You could be 5'3" or 6'5". You whatever you are, male or women. You could be jacked. You could be skinny. You could whatever. Tyler, I can feel a boudoir shoot in your future, my friend.
Oh,
I'm about to book with her in the DMs right after this.
And you're like, fuck it, I'll wear a uniform even though people aren't into that. Yeah. This has been so much fun. I usually kick everyone off and then I do a closing, but we already did it, so I'm just going to close it all together at once. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Eric Johnston. This is Melissa Kelly Boudoir, and again, Tyler Harrison. Tyler says relax. I'm Eric Johnston, who I love you all. I'll see you guys on Tuesday night. This has been so much fun. Have a good night, guys.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.